Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. We should be okay now. Sorry about that, guys. For some reason, ever since I've moved over to OBS, it just cuts out my mic at the start of every stream. I don't know why. I don't know why. Also, my camera doesn't want to seem to focus on my beautiful face. There we go. How we doing, guys? We okay? YouTube cannot hear us. Thank you, Cal. Thank you, Lee. Stefan Mihajlovic. I'm sorry, I ruined your surname there. I apologize. How you doing, buddy? There we are. Fixed. Good stuff. How are we all doing today? How are we all doing? Are we all gravy? Are we all groovy? Are we all beautiful? I hope so. I really hope so. What's news, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe? Stefan is enough? I'll take Stefan. Mihajlovic. Mihajlovic? Is it Lovic? Like that? Or is it Lovic? I feel like it's Lovic. But maybe I'm wrong. Mihajlovic. I'm probably ruining that. I'm sorry. But it's good to learn things about how to pronounce people's names. So, I try. Another lovely live stream. Hey, music, how's it going, brother? Hopefully it's going to be a lovely live stream. Hello there. Emmett, how are you? How are you doing, Emmett? So Lovic is... So I've got the second half, it's Lovic, but my Mihaj is wrong. Mihajlovic? Mihaj? I don't know. I'm sorry. Nice to catch a stream for once. How's it going? Hey, Ferris. Things are good, man. How are you? Emmett's doing good. Been Conquest and reached the end of Sector 3 tonight, so get me some mats. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. J is in, Y is in yeast. Mihailovic. Mihailovic? I nearly hit the upgrade there on Jabba. It wouldn't be a terrible R9. Mihailovic. Well, thank you so much, Stefan. I would not have guessed it would have been a Y, like Yi. Mihailovic. Thank you. Thank you very much for educating me. I do appreciate that, mate. I do appreciate that very much. So, we are at the start of Sector 3. I haven't done any of my battles here in Conquest today. Haven't done any of them whatsoever, but I am quite happy for us to go through Conquest, to go and do roster reviews for a couple of hours here. Just chilling out, maxing, relaxing. It ain't too taxing bush. Do you know what I mean? Got Lair to Relic 8 today, ready to settle on defense for 3s in Kyber 4. Nice. Oh, in Kyber 4. Ouch. That is going to hurt your opponents. They are going to be in a whole world of hurt, aren't they? Start off with a little bit of first order action, I think. Might as well just go full bore with it. Not me still being in Sector 1. Symmetry! Pull your finger out. Pull your socks up, your finger out. Give it a little twizzle in the air. Do 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 do. So you don't know me. Do 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 do. Mr. Writer. Why don't you tell me like it is? I think we can quite safely just full auto that. Not even through Sector 1 yet either. Your first time on hard. That's different, Cal. If it's your first time going through, buddy, completely understand it. Completely understand it. Can't afford to do Conquest refreshes this time round. I'm doing 2 Crystal Pour from Exec Prep. Zerevan. I get it. I get it if you've been refreshing for Conquest. Ooh. We got some good data discs here. Oh, baby. I'm getting that blue volatile accelerator. That one is going to carry me. Sector 5 on nobles. Karth, I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, all right? Give me a little bit of slack. I may have just spilled my Pepsi Max all down my top because I'm an adult, not a child. Oh, Lynn. I mean, that was a really silly way to start that battle, wasn't it? Slacker. Slacker deciding to AoE when he doesn't have any siphon anyway. I mean, it kind of works regardless, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It looks like we've got... Oh, and a quick ult. And a quick ult from Slacker. Yeet! We never stop being children. The day I grow up is the day I die. Easiest conquest yet, just redundant. It's an easy conquest. There's a lot of boring grind in it. If you spill Pepsi Max, is it Pepsi Max or Pepsi Less? I think it's probably Pepsi Fail, to be honest, Geordie. Does it hurt you to know that I have 3 blue AAs that I don't even use? Yes, it does, Karth. Kindly do one. Kindly do one. I've got 1 grey one. How does that make you feel? Volatile Accelerator. I mean, we've got some good data discs, to be fair. But could do with some more Amplify Agonies. Hey, what's going on, Banana Gilbert? The chat, I'm sure, is absolutely banging right about now. Night Fox. Hey, Fox, how's the Palworld going, bro? I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, your boy Scribble is now addicted to Palworld. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. You can't change me. You can't change me, and I will not apologize. What is Palworld? Palworld is basically Pokemon with guns and stuff. It's a cross between Pokemon and Valheim, and it's amazing. It's great fun. It's very simplistic, but also incredibly deep. So, I love it to the moon and back, and I want to be playing it right now. But alas, today is a stream day. Bloop. Turns out Slacker's a pretty good unit. You should get Slacker, guys. If you don't have Slacker, don't wait like 3 years to get Slacker. Just get Slacker. That is the way. That was rude. Tartlets. Any Palworld coverage coming? Potentially. I mean, if I get to play it enough, I can make footage for it. I'm sure right now it is such a hot topic in the gaming world that covering videos on it would probably be really good for my channel. For the occasional views that I would get. Why is Palworld? Because it's just great. Hey, Yogi D, how you doing? Thank you for all the good cheese. I'm glad I could help, buddy. I'm expecting a slight uptick in my Conquest videos over the next 2 weeks. So, yeah, let's just poke General Sky Guy. Can't stand up from that, buddy. Could really do with going like this. Brap. Oh, yeah, you died. That's a little unfortunate. It's a little bit funny. This feeling inside. I could see that happening. Now, if we could just destroy all of the... No! No! Naughty 5-0 first. Bad. Bad 5-0 first. That's okay. I'm sure my Slacker will do fine. Gas died of sadness. Cute fluffy things, shooting guns looks intriguing. It's great. It's really good fun. And the thing is it really does highlight how lazy Pokemon is. Because Pokemon is such... like, it's literally one of the biggest franchises on the entire planet. The most successful franchises ever. Right? And they are just so lazy with their releases. Palworld visually looks better than Scarlet and Violet. It performs better, apart from some of the glitches and stuff, because it's an alpha. Well, no, it's not an alpha, it's in beta. It's early access right now. But it performs better, the textures are better, and the gameplay is actually a lot more nuanced. It's like, yeah, sure, maybe the actual battling itself isn't quite as nuanced, but everything else is better than what Pokemon puts out. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Pokemon's lazy because it can be. You're not wrong. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like they're suffering from, you know, no competition, basically. No competition. Hey, thank you, LBC Robbie. Appreciate you, brother. Is the live chat not working? No, the live chat is not working. You are absolutely correct. Why is that not working? Let me see. The all chat is there. Bear with me. If I do that, and then I go over here, if I cancel that, I have got it open. Bear with me one moment. It should, theoretically, be this one, right? That there. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Apologies. Scarlet Violet has amazing Pokemon and trainers and such, but yet the game itself is so horrible. I mean, yeah. We're still getting reused animations, reused assets, reused... Like, Pokemon, the individual Pokemon are still using that, like, MIDI sound files for their cries and stuff like that. We still don't have proper attack animations, really, for most of them. It's still, like, ranged and beams and stuff like that. And it's like, why is this the case? I understand that there's hundreds of Pokemon. So that's a lot of things to try and individually animate and create sound files for and unique textures and stuff like that. But it's like, we're in 2024 right now. No, hey, Geordie, don't get me wrong. I love Pokemon. I play Pokemon all the time. Well, I mean, I haven't played in a while, but I have a living dex in Scarlet and Violet. But it does annoy me that they don't try any harder, you know? Because, it's a case of what could it be if it actually tried to put out a top-tier game instead of just shoveling. That's the part that annoys me, I think. And they also try to release a game like every single year. So, when Yokai Watch was big, they released Sun and Moon, which was great. Hopefully spurs them to actually do something. I hope so, Reigns. Going from Legends Arceus to Scarlet Violet was a step back. See, I didn't really like Legends Arceus. I preferred Scarlet and Violet. That's just me, though. I didn't like the whole capture method, I guess, in Legends Arceus. Well, I mean, theoretically, they should have infinite, right? Infinite resources. Hey, Revan, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué tal? Look at Legends Arceus just game-wise? In what respect, game-wise? What do you mean, like gameplay? Do you mean aesthetics? Do you mean story? Do you mean... graphics and gameplay? That's my argument. I think, graphically speaking, the games are just incredibly low quality. That's my biggest problem with Pokemon in general. You can have something that's a cartoon stylized, right? Stylistically cartoonish, and it can still look good. Pokemon just doesn't. It just doesn't. There's no way around it. And, part of the excuse is, of course, the fact that it's on the Switch and it has limited amount of capability, right? But that's not the whole story. Because there are other games on the Switch with far better graphical fidelity than Pokemon. Compare Legends Arceus to Scarlet and Violet? Well, yeah, look at Zelda. Estoy muy bien, gracias. Que bueno eres. No, I don't mind, Revan. Whichever platform you feel more comfortable watching me on, buddy. All right? That's why I'm multi-streaming, so people can watch on whatever platform they want to. It's about ease of access more than anything. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, granted, Palworld is not on the Switch. It was made for, like, PC and Xbox and next-gen consoles, right? And you can tell. You can tell because you can... Like, the draw distance on everything is massive. The environments are actually really nice. The environments are really nice. The actual pals themselves, or the Pokemon, look really good. So it's like... It's great. If they had a proper, full-blown studio behind them, it'd be even better. Yeah, the map is not particularly good in Scarlet and Violet, but I really enjoyed the actual gameplay. I mean, that's what's good about Pokemon. The RPG mechanics are good. Even if it has largely remained unchanged for a long time. I liked the general traversal in Scarlet and Violet. It's nice having a big open world map. I like that's what, as a kid, when I first came across Pokemon, that's kind of the thing that you always dream of, right? It's like literally being in this massive open world where you can see Pokemon roaming. But there's things let it down, like, you know, pop-ins, draw distance, that sort of thing. Muddy textures. But that would be fixed by having better hardware to work off, right? So. What do we need? CLS. We could just do CLS then. Bomber, you're absolutely right. Palworld is a heck of a lot of fun. Like, I've never played Arc, so I consider it to just be Pokemon crossed with Valheim, because that's my frame of reference, is Valheim. And to me, that is just fantastic. Like, sign me up, baby. Mananol, you're absolutely right, mate. Challenge mode, like in Black and White 2, to come back. I didn't play Black and White. That was... I dropped off around Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and then I didn't play until Scarlet Violet. Well, no, I played a little bit of Arceus, and then I played Scarlet Violet. Goodbye. Do. Boop. Oh, the dodge. That is a dirty, dirty dodge. Boo, boo, boo. Chewy go brup. You would love a challenge. Oh, sorry. Apologies. I need to catch up with chat again. You're convinced me I'm a buy Palworld now. Go for it, Reigns. It's amazing, mate. I'm on lunch at work. So I like to get you as many YouTube clicks as you can and put 3 of the empty workstation. Well, thank you, Robbie. I appreciate you, brother. That means a lot to me, buddy. Thank you so much. So yeah, we'll be doing roster reviews today, guys. So I will ask you all to put names down if you're interested. Oh, Green Amplify Agony. That's huge. Green Amplify Agony is the one, baby. Yeah, so if people are interested in it, we'll do it a little bit later on. I'll let you know when we start, but just to queue you up. Hey, Klogot, how you doing? Yeah, right, Night Fox. Tew. Rude. Let's do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of... Well, he's going to bite it any second now, so... Boop. Chewy go... Brut. Love it. You feel like Ray Charles in the cinema. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Stefan, it's a new game that's out. It's good fun. It's good fun. I've actually got a dedicated server up. I've got a dedicated server up for my patrons, essentially. My patrons and my mods. And we've played for about 4 hours today, which was good fun. Amplify Agony. Whichever one it is. There we go. Amplify Agony. Let's get rid of this one. We should start be doing some real good damage now. Basically, every trainer had a more competitive team and would force you to adapt. Doing a Nuzlocke on it is a lot of fun, and it's been the Pokemon game you sunk the most hours to. Fair enough, Cammy. Fair enough. I've had a few people recommend me to try a Nuzlocke run, because I never did any like challenge runs when I played. I just played by myself. Because I'll be honest, when it comes to Pokemon, I'm not really interested in like competitive fighting or anything like that. I don't do any sort of PvP action. I play it like a single player RPG, and I enjoy that. Shrug it off. Love it. Love it. Ah, yeah, let's get it. So, yeah. We will, we'll start roster reviews, I think, in 25 minutes. 25 minutes. We'll get them going. Am I not finishing sector feats? No, Stefan. I mean, I will be. I'll come back to them. I'll come back to them. Like at the start, I go through as many sectors as I possibly can, as quickly as possible, picking up feats where I can. But this sector in particular is easier to cheese. So heat, for example, days and crit chance up. I can get all that done in one battle. Well, technically two. Two for heat. And the full squad of Tuscans, I would much rather come back to that at the end when I've got better data disk setups, because my Tuscans are not good. So I'll get through all the sectors. I'll be working on global feats in the meantime, because, you know, need to get wins with rebels, need to get wins with First Order. So why not? In fact, Rogue One should be pretty strong right now, thanks to the double Amplify Agony and the blue Volatile Accelerator. The only two games you played a good amount of in years is Pokemon and Galaxy of Heroes. It feels like Pokemon is healthier than this one. You're not wrong, Revan. You're not wrong, my friend. Right, let's just go all in over here. Get that heal up. The dots aren't really going to do too much to Kylo Renulus. Yeah, let's pass this back over. We'll have to kill him with a little bit of hope. A little less conversation, a little more action, please. A lot less hesitation and satisfaction in me. A little less bite, a little more bark. A little less fight, a little more spark. Open up your eyes, baby, satisfy me. Whoa, satisfy me. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, baby, let's come on, baby, let's come on, baby, let's go. Or something like that. Oh, bye. He bit it. What is the catch for more than 10 heats per battle? The Zeta? The Zeta does help, Stefan. The Zeta helps. But ideally, you want a low gear Paz. A low gear Paz so that he dies and then you can revive him. So reviving him with characters like Visas Mar, Captain Han, even Ewok Elder. When he revives, it resets his stacks of heat. So then you can gain an extra 10 stacks. So I was using Maul lead. So he will always call Paz to assist, because he calls all Mandalorian allies, and when he assists he gains stacks of heat. And then you go up against something like this, so crew you can't kill, yeah, and crew will counterattack a lot. He'll keep killing Paz, you keep reviving Paz, and then you keep gaining 10 stacks of heat. That's the best way to do it. You can get about 50 in a battle usually, depends on how lucky you get and how well geared your Paz is. Obviously if he's lower gear, easier for him to die, good thing. But if you've got him at like Relic 9, like Karth does, then you're just going to have to do it the long way, I feel. What's going on, Shush? Shush, shush. You should have been a singer. Wrong profession. maybe I kept it in secret. Yeah. I'm not quite good enough to be a singer, unfortunately. But I enjoy singing. Singing is part of who I am. It's part of who I am. It's part of my heart and soul, baby. Alright, well, Vader's going to die when he takes a turn with those 27 dots. Oh, that is rude. I need a turn with her to get the revive. Just a basic. Oh, sugar. Yeah, we're so just going to kill them, aren't we? Oh well. We'll just have to take the hit. We'll just have to take the hit. Scribe singing. Exactly, Klogot. Oh, thanks, Shush. Gear 11 only. You thought it will help me for the light side Mando feat? It probably does, Stefan, to be honest. It probably does. Thermal exhaust. Blue thermal is actually really powerful. I might pick it up just cause it'll be actually very like blue thermal is useful for teams that you need for winning. So like say you don't have good light side Mandalorians, having a blue thermal exhaust will help you get those victories. I don't tend to use it most of the time because it tends to interrupt too many of the other feats. So what other rebel teams can we use? Phoenix. Let's do Phoenix. Phoenix are a good team. Phoenix are a good team. When you've got this level of investment, at least. So yeah, you should be pretty okay actually to abuse the heat mechanic. I cover it in one of my videos for Conquest. Should be able to find it on my channel, buddy. If you want a more detailed guide on how to get it done. I just realized we're doing a little bit of Phoenix on Phoenix. Except mine is infinitely better because I have Captain Sexy. And they don't like dots. Nailed it. You did the heat feat when more Mandos and what? And got easy wins, 10 heat every battle, even low stamina. Yep, absolutely works, Chloe. What's my GP? 11 million, Johan. Johan. Funny accent person. Hi, MJ. How are you? How's things, MJ? How's things? How's your Conquest? Are you finished yet? You red boxed yet? A little less conversation, a little more action, please. A lot less hesitation and satisfaction in me. Alrighty then. We can't gain any TM, so that could be an issue. I always forget that First Order, they do ridiculous levels of damage on their basics. I do always forget about that. But we'll win from here. Because we're going to ramp up a whole boatload of damage. And then we'll eventually kill him. So. Stressed? Kiddos are being kiddos. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Somehow I've missed it. Usually I watch all your Conquest videos. It's easier when someone else thinks. I mean, yeah, that's true. First Order are greater than Phoenix. I'd say that to the dead First Order. Phoenix beat them. Phoenix beat them, Emmett. Just saying. They just happened to kill one of them. Let's grab that blue thermal then. Not going to equip it. I do wish it wouldn't automatically jump into your inventory when you pick up a data disc. I don't want to equip everyone. Did I sing in a Welsh choir? In primary school I did, Gemwa. Yeah. I was in the school choir for a while. About 3-4 years. When I was like, 7. Bad Batch Season 13. Oui. Très bien, très bien. I still need to finish Season 2. Like, I couldn't get through it. I could not get through it. First Order is basically nuking. Well, they do so much damage on a basic. It's unreal. Unreal levels of damage. Barnacles! Lord Vader, Gas, Anakin, greater than every other unit. So what you're saying is Anakin is the best. You couldn't get through Season 2 either? No, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I'm waiting for that spy to come out and one-tap me. Here it comes. Oh, just in time. Just in time, baby. Oh, here we go. Oh, you guys just get up. The dodge. The dodge was rude. The dodge was very rude. How do you feel, buddy? How do you feel? Gregorio Jimenez. Life is good, buddy. How's yours? How's your life going? Dr. Hemlock from Bad Batch is your favorite character? I don't even know who that is. The Bad Batch just be doing side quests. Hotel. I mean, it did kind of feel like it a lot of the times. I don't know. I'm obviously not the target audience for Bad Batch, right? I was watching it out of obligation as a Star Wars fan, and it's hard watching. At least I found it to be very hard watching. I was just like, yeah. The end of Bad Batch Season 2 is really great. I've heard there's some good episodes. Like, there's some episodes that I watched that were pretty good, and there were some episodes that just made me question my entire existence. I was like, why am I watching this? Have you seen that clip of Qui-Gon dying, then Anakin AoEs and one-shots at GL team? Of course, Sop. I remember those days. Before the pre-nerf of Qui-Gon Jinn's on me. I remember them well. It was hilarious. Rebels was the most challenging watch. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't watch all of Rebels. I got through Season 1, and I got through like a couple of episodes of Season 2, and again, I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Inquisitorius are a good unit. Hey, PK, how you doing, brother? How you doing, buddy? Bad Batch is like Clone Wars. There are really great episodes and some that are skippable. I don't know, it felt like most of them were just like nails on a chalkboard. It's a kids' show, super tropey, but had some decent episodes. I mean, I think that's the problem. I have a hard time getting past the kids' show side of it, you know? Which is funny because I quite happily will read young adult novels. Yay! Oh, they're all gonna die. Oh my god. You love all of them though, especially Bad Batch because they have a better great to skippable ratio. Fair enough, Kloga. I can't remember. There was one episode of Bad Batch Season 2 that had a really funny droid racer guy. That actually had some really funny humor in it. I was like, that guy's funny. You got through them all, unfortunately. I'm conflicted about your direction. You need to R7 OG Kylo and crew from 5 to start Slacker. However, I'm so Zeta poor right now, and I need to put Zetas on my Seer Ufu squad. Is your Seer squad complete, Robbie? Is your Seer squad complete? That's the most important part. I find that Inquisitors are a team that can be... Yeah, Inquisitors are phenomenal in Conquest. They are so good. If you've got an Amplify Agony setup, you can use them at 0%. Well, no, you can't use them at 0%. You can use them at 1% stamina and win every battle apart from something that is resistant to percentage health effects. At that point, you might die, but you can just do this all the time. Whee! Boop. Rebels gets much better. I've heard this. I've heard it gets much better. I just have a hard time. I'm somebody that likes to know the story, right? I like to watch the story and get invested and build through it, right? So if I watch episodes that I really can't stand, I don't feel like I can watch the good episodes. I can't just skip over all the rubbish ones and be like, yeah, I'll just jump ahead. Because I feel like I'll miss all the context and I won't feel invested, right? It's kind of like cheating in a video game. It's just like, what's the point? You've cheated yourself more than anything, right? So it just ends up that I just can't play it. I can't watch it. How dare you counterattack me? Boop. Rebels got bad, then got good again. And I wish they would make kid shows non-canon. Why do you wish they'd make the kid shows non-canon? Anakin in the Clone Wars can be really chill or become Darth Vader within seconds. Fair enough. Almost 20 more Seer shards. Everybody else is at least Relic 5, no Zeta on Fulcrum. Do you have Malicos as well? I didn't mean to buy that. That was a misclick. Whoopsie. What do we need for this one? Jedi Knight Cal surviving or a full squad of Inquisitors? Well, I'm already using a full squad of Inquisitors. I mean, these are kind of trash. Heavily disagree. Rebels enriched the Star Wars lore. It's improved canon. That's a fair take. That's a fair take. Did not have to watch them. If you want to skip the not great episodes in Season 2, watch episodes 6 and 7, then go to episode 11. Again, like I said, I can't do that. Like, I cannot bring myself to do something like that. It feels wrong. Sick and wrong. See ya. That's why Andor is so great. It's much grittier. Yeah, I mean, when it first came out, I started watching Andor, and I watched the first 3 episodes, and then I picked up again. But I intend to. It's not that I don't want to. It's just like I wanted to wait for it all to come out, and I waited for it all to come out, and then stopped. Hey, Sexy, thank you so much, buddy. Gifting a sub there to Zeravan. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate that, man. What a dude. What a dude. Live chat is way off. Let me fix that. There we go. It should be fixed now. Exarcoon Quad 5s. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow there. Welcome to the tribe, my friend. Sexy Rexy coming in with a gifted sub. What a legend he is. What a legend that guy is. What's cooking, y'all? A dark side Ezra forces a dude... Wow. What is that about? Why am I over here? Looks like I need to spend some fleet energy. Get some additional shards of the comeuppance, the come downance, the coming up ants. Probably shouldn't get away with jokes like that. The only good part about Andor is Mon Mothma. She was great. Klogar, I think you'll probably have some pushback against that stance. Sexy Rexy. God damn, dude. These kid shows get very dark after 2 seasons. Yeah. I'll have to take your word. I've personally stopped refreshing for this. I don't think the comeuppance is worth going to 7 stars. Not in the chase right now. So I'm only doing the triple energy refresh for fleet. Not going into like the hundreds or the 200s. Mon Mothma was great, but the Empire depiction was just so on point. Fair. The zwing, swing, reminds me of Wayne's World, right? Swing. or are you all too young to get the reference there? I don't even know. Swing, swing, swing. 5-star min, then take it easy. Absolutely thorny. If you want to watch Ahsoka TV show, you should watch Rebels. Well, I watched the Ahsoka TV show and I enjoyed it very much. And I have only seen 1 season of Rebels. So... I mean, I don't need another thermal. Did you miss the roster reviews? Dan, it's not even started yet, buddy. Not even started. We are starting in 10 minutes on roster reviews. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Stories are better when the protagonist isn't written into a situation that the antagonist must be incompetent for them to escape from. I mean, that's like every spy movie ever, isn't it? Every James Bond film. There are a couple of, like, staples of a good story that makes it good, right? Generally speaking, Deus Ex Machina is a bad plot point, right? It's a bad plot device, not a plot point. So, you know, when you have something that magically fixes the situation for the protagonist, you know, like Batman having an anti-shark spray on his belt when he gets bitten by a shark. That's what's known as Deus Ex Machina, the god in the machine, right? It's obviously deliberately being written to get you out of the situation. It's just ridiculous. So essentially, good story writing means that you can never have good fortune happen to the protagonist to magically get them out of a situation. However, you can have the exact opposite. Something can magically happen that is negative to the protagonist to put them in some sort of conflict. That generates interest, whilst the other thing cheapens the story, if you know what I mean. So, magically finding a silver bullet that's going to, you know, kill the werewolf just happens to be on the desk next to you. You're like, oh, wow, well, there we go. Bam. Win. That's bad, right? That's bad. Chekhov's gun? Well, that's entirely different, Ben. Chekhov's gun is an entirely different concept. But, yes. That's also another storytelling... not trope, but mechanism that's actually very good if done correctly, right? Like I said, Cal, we're holding off for another 6 minutes yet, buddy. 6 minutes yet before we get going. You'll find that I'm kind of a stickler for my own rules. How long ago? How long ago what, sorry, Drex? As long as the bad thing isn't too contrived. Yeah, well, obviously. How's the dusting going? 12 hours left? I haven't even touched the dusting yet, XR. I'll do it afterwards. I can't be arsed right now. But shoot, like in the late 80s and early 90s, Saturday Night Live was awesome. 14 battles with light side, full squad of light side and allied force users. Okay, let's do that then. Oh, how do you submit yourself? Well, I'll call for it, and then you just put your ally codes. I'll write down a bunch of ally codes, and then we'll get cracking. Mike Myers is great. I really wish they would have done another Austin Powers film. I really enjoyed those. They were good fun. They were good fun. Light side unaligned force users. What should we go with? Can we do like a Seer Cal? Fulcrum? You? I mean, we could throw in Scabby Ray. No. CLS. That could work. Do-do-do-do-do. So I married an axe murderer. I remember the cover for that, Jamwa. Supposed to be they were going to be based on Mini-Me, but the actor Vern Troyer died. Oh, I mean, yeah, that is very sad, to be fair. Bloop. Ooh, if I just do the absorb, we'll probably get rid of him. Lovely. I'm sure we can put this on auto and win. Saturday Night Live still has good stuff. I just like used to have stuff that we've all forgotten about. Yeah. Do you think Leia is going to be good on defense when the Chron expires? Not nearly as good, Dan. Not nearly as good. No, basically. I mean, she's still a GL, end of the day, so she'll still have an element of viability, but I think she's heavily being carried by the Drogon Chron right now. I don't, Sexy Rexy. This Zalbar is sure stacking up a whole lot of health. I mean, he is going to die as soon as he takes a turn. Or maybe even before that. Thing is he's actually just ramping all of my stats right now. Because every time he drops below 100% health, I'm gaining additional offense. Was that 145,000 on a basic from CLS? That's not bad. Nice. Leia will be used for intended purpose, like CG says. Offense. She's amazing on offense, so it's not a huge loss. Yeah, no, she'll still be useful. She'll still be useful. What Leia comp do you think is going to be the best? Well, I don't think you're going to... Like, Toxic Leia is dead, right? Toxic Leia is totally dead. So just don't bother with that anymore. I imagine using someone like Chirrut, Baze. Baze definitely. Maybe having a second tank in the Rebel tank. Like Old Ben or something. GL Leia went straight on defense when I got her. Now I won't even know how to use her on offense. Yeah. Old Ben Baze, yeah. Old Ben Baze, pretty solid. Pretty solid. Let's see, can we just immediately Yeetus Deletus Visas Mar out of existence, I wonder? Actually, she's probably going to Yeetus Deletus herself out of existence. A little bit like that. Oh, that crit hit immunity saved him. Silly little sausage. Let's have none of that out of you. Thank you. Rude. And basic. Boing. Whip. Even Lord Vader with a normal lineup, no Reaver or Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, could beat Leia without having the Drogon Chron. Used a 400% defense as offense Chron and it worked. That Chron is going to be so good for Vader. So good. What do we got? Ooh, blue Ruthless Swiftness. We're on fire, baby. Let's grab that blue Ruthless. This will be last battle before we start doing roster reviews, guys, okay? How many shows for the 90s wouldn't be... Oh, Nick, mate. A couple of months back, me and my Mrs. Scribbles were watching Fawlty Towers. And I love Fawlty Towers. It's hilarious. But oh my god, is it a product of its era? Like, you would not get away with having that on air today. It would get cancelled so quick. It even had a warning at the start of the episode saying that it was like a product of its era and it is intended to be comedy. Like, oh my days. Like, literally the things they said on that show, I cannot repeat on this stream. I cannot repeat on this stream. Don't chuck your ally codes in just yet, guys. Don't chuck ally codes in just yet because I will miss them. I will miss them. Let me be in a position where I'm ready to record them. because the chat will go nuts, and I'll just get like 30 ally codes pop up on the screen at once. Hey, Unsneak. It's going really well, Unsneak. Thank you. A comedy is supposed to be funny? I know, right? Shocker. Absolute shocker, right? Absolute shocker. That's like Blazing Saddles, very funny, but it wouldn't be very popular now. Agreed. Blazing Saddles is great. Gnomes? No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't have that list anymore. So let me get ready here because I'm gonna have to create a new list. Notepad. Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder would be dangerous today. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick off some roster reviews. If you would like to put your ally codes in, please do me a favor and make it easy for me to actually copy and paste and name next to it, and we're all good. Thank you. Got one there from Aslan. Then we've got 842-172-553, and that's Klogot 571-131-789, and that's Zoidberg. Oh my days, I've already lost the chat. You guys weren't kidding, right? You guys weren't kidding. With all this. Alright. 595-553-564, and that's Bomber. 957-716-786, and that's Gregorio. 193-537-518, and that's Black Hole. What I need is some bot to capture this, or I need like a web page that will automatically grab this. That would be the ideal way of doing it. 138-322-769 Zerebin. Oh my days, PK gifting out a sub. Thank you so much, PK. I'll get to that in a second. Let me just keep wrapping these down. 364-774-772, and that's Cal. 734-426-128, that's LBC Robbie. My god, we've got a lot of ally codes dropping in here. There is no way I'll be able to get through all of these. I actually have to do some work. Yeah. PK over here. 113-661-922. So PK is wanting a roster review immediately, which is why the gifted sub is there. So those of you that don't know, I'm going to do this in order of people that put down their ally codes. But if you do, if you gift a sub, you become a sub, or you donate biddies, then you jump up in priority, essentially. That's for PK, right? 969-435-862, and that's for Emmett. All right, good business, good business. Ian Gaming? Laln Gaming? 72577-977. Lalna. Apologies, sorry about that. Then we've got Ben Coley, 826-827-254. 254, that's Ben Coley. And we got Gonk over here, 135-313-764. That's Gonk. What else have we got? 116-574-844, and that's Sector 7. Then we've got 965-913-495, Elemental Raven. Then we've got Johan, 211-683-993. That's Self Ross 92. All right, I'm going to hold it there for now, guys, because we've got like 20 plus ally codes. All right. So let's hold it there. Let's see if we can even get through these first. All right. All right. So please stop throwing ally codes in there. PK skipping the line. He is indeed. PK is going to go straight up to the top. You can roast mine instead. All right, PK, we'll do that. Keep mine short. Will do. Thank you, buddy. I know that's a trope that gets repeated a lot. I haven't seen the other bit. Seen it bear out in reality though. Okay, right. So we have a rather large list of ally codes. PK is going to be first with a roster roast, and then we're going to be dropping over to Aslam, is it? Let's grab a drink and we'll get going. Cal over there with a $4.99 donation. Thank you so much, Cal. I really appreciate you. You want to roast the roast? Okay, we'll put you after PK. Second is going to be Cal. Let me just get that going. Cal, just to confirm, Cal, your ally code is 364-774-772. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Cal. Really do appreciate that, my friend. Let's get this kicked off then over here. In fact, it might be better if I have it in this screen here, potentially. I don't know why I'm so far over to the side. That's not ideal. Maybe it's because of where I'm set. Might be better on this screen without that additional display capture there. No, that is right. Okay, so PK is first in line. Drop those Twitch primes to skip the subline. Absolutely correct. All right, PK. So PK is 113-661-922. Is having thin skin or finally being tired of people and sticking up for yourself? What? I feel like there's some drama in the chat. That was a very delayed notification from YouTube there. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Cal. All right. So, PK. PK is in Kashyyyk Underground. I heard it's a terrible, terrible guild full of terrible, terrible people. Just kidding. Where's my invite to the guild, PK? Just saying. All right. So, 11 million.2. Only 100,000 more GP than your boy Scribble. Give or take 200,000. Terrible. Relic 9 on all of your GLs, apart from the best GL. Obviously, Slacker. So, consider yourself to be slacking right now, PK. Have a word with yourself and try better in the future. All right? Because if you can't, then I don't know what you're doing here. I mean, look at this. You've got a speed set on JML and then an offset. Never mind that offsets don't really matter on JML. You should be better and have something there. Protection primaries. Okay, I see only a 14 speed on that secondary. 538, 150,000 at Relic 9. Should be at least 155,000 and 540 speed. Are you even trying? Look at that. Terrible. 18% additional potency. About as potent as my grandfather. He's no longer potent. I won't tell you which one because that would be insulting to my grandfather. Love you, Gramps. What's coming up next? Actually, let's go to the bottom of the roster. That's probably the easy. Oh my days. Well, that's where we start, isn't it? People like to make fun of me about not having Zori Bliss. PK? What's this about? What is this about? Shadowlands? More like Sad Lands. Yeah, exactly. Sad Lambs. Hey, Robbie, thank you so much. Robbie coming in here, jumping the queue as well. Thank you so much, Robbie. I appreciate you, buddy. So that's 734. Just to confirm here now, Robbie. 734, 426, and 128. You will be after Cal. So, yes, you need to try a little bit harder with Izori. Haven't you heard she's got an amazing ship coming out that is actually just not that great for the Resistance faction? Clone Wars Chewbacca, the OG meme machine himself, is not even invested. He's just level 85. You either... PK, get it right, mate. You either go level 50 to become a mod mule, or you go level 0. You don't go 85. I mean, you're just wasting credits now, mate. Get it right. Tuscan Chieftain as well. He's getting 0 love. I will be honest with you, PK, though. You are actually doing very well for keeping it lean, man. Look at all these characters. You're just like, nope, they get no gear whatsoever. I mean, do I even need to say anything? Do I even need to say anything here? You just got that, man? That's not good enough, PK. That's not good enough. Oh, dear me, PK. You're making this easy, buddy. You're making it easy. There's YouTube. Is like 5 minutes delayed on the announcement. Thank you so much, Robbie, for the $5 there. Really do appreciate you, brother. All right, let's keep on rolling down here. Savage as well. Savage as well. Mate. These are good, solid Gak-Omi characters. Do you not care about Gak? Is that the problem? Because we can roast that as well. Jeez. Gak is gross, territory war is life. That's fair enough, PK. That's fair enough. If you just love TW, then fine. But you're a silly little sausage. And, you know, that's all I'm going to say about that. Gonk, thank you so much for the follow there. Welcome to the tribe, brother. Yeah, okay, fine. So you got your bays and your chirrut. They might be better than mine, but they're still terrible. So sort it out. You clearly have no respect for the Old Republic. Absolutely no respect for the Old Republic. And you missed out on the Lightspeed bundle. That gave you an R3? R5? R3? Carth so nasty. Look at the disrespect to this Old Republic. It is obviously bad when your Plo Koon has got just as much investment as your Old Republic. Your Night Sisters, oh my days, are your Night Sisters as bad as mine? No, they're better. Fine. Sharp, PK. Alright? Wasn't asking you. What else have we got? What else have we got over here? Just having a look for any shenaniganry. Where are the shenanigans? Your Phoenix are clearly Lightspeed bundle Phoenix. And, you know, that's terrible in itself. Completely devoid of the Zetas. Your Wampa doesn't have an Omicron. I know you say you don't like Gak, but Wampacron missing? That's just rude. That's just rude. No Omi Wampa. Nope. Terrible. 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 Even your Sith Assassin. You know, Territory War, do you not value Leviathan? PK. There is just no saving you. There's no saving you at all. Your range trooper should be at least R7. Never mind that mine's R3, alright? It's not the question here. And Sab over here, I'm too embarrassed to get my roster reviewed. But you're confusing me. Thank you for the $2, Ansem. Do you want your roster reviewed? I don't know if I've got you down here, actually. Let me double check. I don't. Oh, yeah. No, Ansem, you're first in line, actually. You're one of the first people. Is that right? 616-366-743? 616-366-743. Is that right? No, that's not you. Okay, that's someone else. I apologize. Could you repost your ally code for me? Because I don't know if I've got you. You might have been after the cutoff, but I'll put you in. You'd be 4th place, essentially. Just donating for your work? Oh, just donating for work. Aw, Ansab, that's really kind of you, mate. You're completely allowed to have a roster review, though. Just let me know if you want one, okay? I'm taking Scribe with me to cook a rap. I wish I could rap, man. Rapping is so cool, and I'm not. ISC. Your Res Hero Bros. No Zetas. No love. Come on, man. And you also have an Omega at Relic 5. I mean, they have got less GP than Omega. It's not right, mate. It is not. It's just not cricket, mate. It's just not cricket. And then it's like, Territory War is the best. Let's just put the Territory War armies on. Oh, my days. That delay is really throwing me off. But thank you, Ansab. Your funeral? Absolutely. Thank you, Ansab. I will get that ally code added in. You will be 4th in this list right now. Gotcha. Thank you, buddy. I really do appreciate the $2. Thank you so much. What else can we poke fun at? Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, I would, but I absolutely love her, so you can have that one for free, mate. What else are we having a look at here? T3M4 is Relic 5, and he has the Omega, but you completely neglected your Carth So Nasty. I just don't get it. I don't get... Well, at least you got Hondo, I guess. Relic 8 on Karl Katan. Where's his Omicron? Do you not want that TB activities? Sell us with the drop and give me 50 push-ups. Oh, my days. Hold up. We're going to have to give you a brief intermission, I guess, because we've got 50 push-ups coming out. I'll need to get the webcam. Let's grab it. Yeah, baby, you got it. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. It's your desire. I'm sure I'm at all of your desires right now, right? Just setting up the webcam will give you 50 push-ups because that's what the people want. All right. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. That is another donation from Lord Nate Dog. Thank you so much, Lord Nate Dog. I will get to you just after these 50 push-ups. 1 second. I wish I could do it in 1 second. 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. We did it. Where are my headphones? Oh my days. I'm so hot now. I'm so hot now. Whew, baby. I'm so fit, honestly. All right. So, Lord Nate Dog, thank you so much for the £2 there, buddy. 949. I will add you to the list. I'll add you to the list, baby. Nate Dog. Lord Nate Dog. Lord Nate Dog. He's been hoarding those points. Yeah, he has. 50. I really need to get fit, don't I? I have a Zeta Horde right now for Reaver, Jedi Knight Cal, Malicos, and Bane. Nice. You're going to do a big dump. Michael Knighton with 15 somethings. I don't know what those are. But thank you so much. Have you provided an ally code? Aslan donation. Aslan. Is that 616-366-743? (616-366-743). The force is strong. Thank you, Mikhail. Show off. Oh my god, I'm better than Lord Nate Dog. Inter-guild rivalry at its finest. You gotta love it. You're out of breath just watching. Glad you arrived at you pantsing. Yeah, you did, eh, Mashes? Yeah, you did, buddy. Is that going to get me demonetized? I don't know. You were always hot, Schlosty. All right, you can wrap mine up with a quick Mando's flex. All right, we will. We'll get to it now. Music Redgber. It's $5 US. Thank you so much, Michael. I didn't recognize the symbol for what the currency was, but thank you so much. And did you say you are Aslan, yeah? So 616-366-743. Good. Thank you, buddy. Music Redgber. Thank you so much for the €5, bro. Are you down on the ally list? If not, let me know. Oh my days, stuff popping up. I nearly did, Klogot. Nearly did. Okay, let's wrap this one up. Do you like this screen for roster reviews, guys? Do you prefer this screen, or would you prefer it to be like this? You tell me. I feel like the discussion screen over here is easier, so you get to see the whole roster as I go through. But maybe you prefer... You're there, but you can wait. Thank you, music. The first one, the second one. Both are good. The latter. You like this one here? Hey, Battle Fries, thanks for the follow. How are you not followed already? Mikhail Pazukin, you got skipped? What do you mean you got skipped? Did you... We're still on our first one right now. Unfollowed by mistake, I got it. You want it bigger? This one. Alright, we'll stick with this one. We'll wrap up PK's roster review here. He wants to flex his Mandos. I'm sure he doesn't have Bo-Katan Mandalore. Alternatively, he could totally have a Relic 9 Bo-Katan Mandalore with 2 Ommis and 3 Zetas. I don't know. Who can say? God damn. 310 on the speed. She's healthy with 92k. Just under 10k offense. 70.1% armor. Ouch. That's some sauce right there. That Bo-Katan. Mando Mommy, you're right there. Does he have the right datacron though? Not yet. He's working on it. He's working on it. And the whole team relegate. Ooh. Where's Armorer? No Armorer? Oh, Armorer's right there. I was looking all around. I was like, where's Armorer? Right where my cursor is. That's where it is. R7 IG12 and Grogu with the Om Nom Nomi. R9 Paz Vizsla. He going to be down with the thickness. Insulting him though by not giving him a 6E mod. Your favorite light side Mando, Lord Vader. I'll add it to the list, man, but we got a long ass list ahead of us. We got a long ass list. I'll see what I can do, buddy. Mikhail. All right, cool. So thank you, PK, for letting us do a roster roast for you, my friend. We do appreciate it, and I appreciate your support there, buddy. Thank you so much. Lord Vaderlore. All right, we're going to keep pushing on this, guys, because like I said, we've got a long list. Cal, you are up next, my friend. So just to confirm, 364, 774, 772. Let's check it out, baby. Let's check it out. Cal, you are from the Four Barrers. Four Barrers? Barrers? List too long? Patience too short? Donate to Scub to skip the... PK, look at you, man. Look at you. 5.5 million GP. So, Cal... Dan Moreno, mini Darth Grogu. Let me have a look. No, it looks like we might have dropped it, but Aslan is out of that list now. We've got Logot Zoidberg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, we can get rid of you as well because you're done. Lovely. Can you look up your ally code? Dad joke. Okay, so Cal, are you still here? Aslan is out of what list? Aslan, I've got two separate lists, essentially. The list where people have donated to skip the queue and the original list. So I move you out of the original list because you've been pushed up to the top, essentially. But you're still there, buddy. You're still there, don't worry. Just thought I'd ask people. Yeah, no, I got you, Fee. I got you, Fee. Cal, Lightspeed for the win. You spent more on YouTube's than Swagger. That's a fair shout. That's a fair shout, my brother. Okay, let's take a look at your roster then, Cal. Let's see what we got. 5.5 million. You've got yourself a Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, most likely from a Lightspeed bundle that you were talking about still. I'm seeing heavy dark side investment here. At 5.5 mil, I feel like you probably should have more than one GL, but we'll try not to press too hard into that, Cal, okay? Hey, Sathi, how you doing? No, that was legit. Oh, that was legit. Okay, I got you. You farmed that way. Standard. Hey, Sathi, thank you so much for the resub, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, fine. So, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren as a first GL is actually pretty good, in my experience. Provides you with a decent fleet, especially if you've got the Echelon. You've modded him pretty well by the looks of things. How are we looking? 137, 505. The speed could definitely be better, bro. Got to work on that speed, my friend. Got to work on that speed. Like, if you're going speed set on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, you should be pushing like 560, 570. Maybe 560s. In the 560s, right? The health is fine where you're at right now. You can mod him differently to have a lot more health, but then you'd have to sacrifice offense. The offense is okay. You could push it a little bit higher with some fine-tuning on the modding, but otherwise okay. You're working on Rey and then you're going for Starkiller. Fair. Good chat. All right. Go for 590 on Kylo. Let's be kind. Let's be generous here. Your slacker is 584. Good for you, Emmett. Good for you. All right. I'm seeing Piet, so I want to see if you've got Piet like this. I'm assuming you've got exec, which is great. Let's check it out. Yeah, you got your exec, only at 4 stars at the minute, but having executor in the first instance is going to be like your first GL style capital ship. Is incredibly valuable to have that first one, so I'm glad that you've got it. You are going to want to work on getting the rest of your sort of B team ships up to pace, because I can see you've got Negotiator, you've got Malevolence, but you're still missing out the stars on Vulture Droid, B2LB Y-Wing, for example. You know, just make sure you make a priority of finishing off those, because this is just shard farming for these. They're pilotless ships. Get them up there and they'll sort themselves out. Executor, you can choose to refresh the event if you can afford the crystals. If not, don't worry about it. Just slow farm it over time. You've still got the finalizer, so you've got some meta fleets. They just need a little bit of loving more than anything. Have you got a decent rebel fleet here? I mean, the Han and Chewie needs a little love, but otherwise you've got the core of it. Just needs some gear. All right, cool. So Imperial Troopers, I can see you've started to work on them, which is good. I would highly recommend trying to pump those up a little bit because they are a really phenomenal team. They can still... If they go first, typically they're going to beat whatever they face, unless it's a Galactic Legend, for example. Watch the videos on who does it. Yep. So I'm just catching up on chat here. I want to make sure I don't miss any messages from Cal himself. Alright, let's go back over here. So, let's look at your Empire next then, because I can see the Darth Vader is there. Darth Vader and Palpatine. You can't be too far away from getting C unlocked. You must be pretty damn close to getting C unlocked, truth be told. Your Veers and your Stark, they only need to go to Relic 3 from memory. You've already got Palpatine at R7. You've already got Thrawn at Relic 2, so he only needs a little bit of loving. You've got Piet done already. You are not far away from unlocking C, I feel like. He's a very quick and easy GL to unlock, Cal. So it's something worth thinking about, my friend, okay? I know you say you're pushing for Rey at the moment, which is absolutely fine. She is a phenomenal GL. You're pretty close to that unlock as well. You are pretty close to that unlock. Vet Smuggler Chewie needs to go up a little bit. JTR needs to go up a little bit. You're in pretty strong position there, truth be told, my friend. You nearly got her unlocked, but do consider, as soon as you've already got Executor, of course you can push for something like Profundity, finish off Executor, etc., etc., but I feel like C will be really low-hanging fruit for you to just dip in. It'll also help your Imperial Trooper team with a bit more relics, so you can start using, you know, potentially some Datacrons with them. It's worth thinking about. BB-8, did I miss BB-8? I didn't see him. Where was he? Ah, yeah, down here. Yeah, he does need to go to Relic 7. But you're most of the way there, I'd say. You're most of the way there. You've done all the hard work. So you're in pretty good standing there for your GL. But yeah, consider going for C afterwards. Seeing the CLS team like this really does hurt my soul, I'll be honest. I love CLS as a team. As a faction, they're very, very good. Nice to see that the Phoenix have gotten their Lightspeed bundle. Just taking it in. That's having game to push mods. Nothing else. I just like mods. I had nothing wrong with that. Catching up. Yeah. All good. He counted as my third favorite team in game, guess. Yep. Now, CLS is a phenomenal team. Highly, highly valuable as a B tier team. You know, I'm calling it B tier because it's not something like a Galactic Legend. It's not like Starkiller, but they are very close in power to that. Stuff like Gas, Gen like Revan, Darth Revan without Malak Balgus. They're all very, very solid teams that don't require the same level of investment as Galactic Legends to unlock, right? So, always worth considering. Han Solo over there definitely needs a bit of loving. While we're on the subject, how is your Sith Empire? Oh, wow. You got the Darth Revan unlocked, but he needs some loving, buddy. He needs some loving. I have to feel like at 5.5 million, I feel like you've probably got a very broad roster with not much of it focused on the top end, which is probably something that might have bit you in the bum a little bit. So make sure that, I say make sure, when you're planning out a farm, try to plan it out specifically for I'm getting this one character, and everything that you have goes into finishing off whatever you need for that character. So say you're going for CLS. I know this is just a for instance now. The only thing that you would focus on is those characters that are going to go in that team. Do not invest in anything outside of that. Just get that team to where it needs to be, whatever relic level you deem that to be. Typically, you want at least relic 5 on a functional team these days. And don't spread it elsewhere. Don't get distracted by, I know these were probably gear 11 for C-3PO, but why is Daka at gear 10? Is it 10? That's 11, isn't it? No, 10. That is 10. That's 11. Stuff like that. Your Jawa's sort of halfway there. Maybe that was for the crate. I don't know. Tori over here with the double Zeta at gear 9 and stuff like that, So try to make sure that you keep your focus because it will help you come out with more functional teams. Otherwise, you end up being halfway to nowhere, if you catch my drift. If you catch my drift. So, again, there's some pretty good GAC teams, but it depends on whether or not you value GAC as a game mode. A lot of people don't, but typically it's a good place to invest in characters because they tend to bleed over to be very good in every game mode. TW and TB and whatever else you need to get done. So let's keep on going. Again, I've already spoke my piece about Imperial Troopers. OG Mando, for example, is great in a bounty hunter team, but I don't think that's a massive priority for you right now. I will quickly check out the bounty hunters, because we can see Bosk, obviously Executor is a requirement. Grief, Karga, and Mando will transform this, and if you can get Fennec, you'll be in really good standing, you know? Because that kind of rounds out a lot of it. No Jango Fett in here yet. Let's keep working. You know, I wouldn't stress about stuff like Keller and Beck and IG-12 and Grogu right now. Not important. Missing for Momo. That'll work into a JML down the line, but that's okay. Let's keep pushing here. Just checking. Again, I mean, you've got some really good characters here that just need a bit of investment to get off the line, you know? Hermit Yoda, for example, is such a fantastic Jedi plug-and-play character. Literally goes into any Jedi team, and even without a Jedi team, he's useful just for Master's training and an AoE health equalization heal. So it's surprising to see sort of these legendary characters unlocked, but not invested in. So you've obviously done the work to get the characters and the teams up to a point that you can unlock these legendaries, but then you've not pushed for the rest of the team. So have a think about trying to focus your roster in that respect. So you've got like this halfway point on a lot of these characters that just don't need to be there. You know, unless you're pushing for a full team, then you go all in instead of just taking them halfway, because you just end up with, like I say, halfway to nowhere. Again, General Grievous, you've got the Malevolence unlocked at 4 stars. Even at 4 stars or 5 stars, it might have been, sorry. Even at 5 stars, the Malevolence can actually do a lot of work, but you do need to have Grievous invested in. You'll need to take him up to Relics to really make it work. Again, Treya and Scion, fantastic teams. I hope I'm not coming off as if I'm trying to just poo-poo your roster. I'm not trying to do that at all. Just trying to offer a little bit of guidance and advice on it. Apologies. Let me just mute my phone because it keeps buzzing at me. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Yeah. I think that's probably the main concern. The main concern is that I can see that you've started working on that Starkiller team, which is fine and everything. The good thing about Starkiller is it actually buffs out like a wider array of things for your roster. So it will help you in stuff like Momo teams. I know your Momo team is not invested in. Mara Jade helps out with the Empire, right? And then you get Dash for a Scoundrel team, for example. Let me jump back to the bottom here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All good advice? All true? Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, as long as it's not... Because I'm not trying to poo on you. You've got some good Omicrons here. Savage, Wampa, Captain Phasma has a time. Finn's Omi, that's a TB one, right? Apparently that's actually very good. But obviously at Relic 5, you'll only be able to use him in Phase 1 of TB. Maybe you had it there from Lightside Geo, I don't know. Just taking a look. Okay, cool. Yeah, so solid progress, but I would definitely advise trying to focus in on and farm certain teams up. Definitely finish off your raid because you're basically there. Go for Starkiller if you think you've got the rest to support the team. Ideally, you need to have EP, which you do have, Mara Jade, which you will have at Relic 5. Then you're going to look for having Unaligned Force User on a light side. Usually Visas Mara is the top tier there, but you can make it work in the interim with like Array or even a CLS at a push, but you don't really want to do that. And then Starkiller himself, obviously, and a Jedi tank. So it's a bit of a mismatched team, but it does punch up quite well. I do advise trying to push for C, and then just try and round out the rest of those ships for your fleet, and you should be getting into a good position. Cool. I'm going to move on if that's all right. So thank you, Cal. Really do appreciate you. Next up, we've got LBC Robbie. LBC Robbie, you still around, buddy? Join a good guild, play the long game, work through the journey guide. Yep, it's all solid advice from PK there. LBC Robbie, you still on the chat? You're very welcome, Cal. Thank you for the support, bro. You do Han as well, short term, just so good. Han is incredibly valuable. Shoots first is a brilliant mechanic and can really be a plug and play if you just need to stop something from happening right at the start. But technically speaking, it doesn't really need levels in that unless you want to use a datacron. Is this your roster then? Still a rider? Is that right, LBC Robbie? Yubnub. Is there a long queue? Massive, Smurf. I'm sorry, bro. Massive. Hand shoots first was your first Zeta? Nice. I can't remember what my first Zeta was. That's it. Okay, cool. So this is LBC Robbie, 7.8 million. Is there any particular advice that you're looking for here, Robbie? Anything you want to give me? Any context to your roster? Like what have you just finished farming? What are you currently farming? My ambitions as a rider. Hell yeah. Sometimes GAC has some things that are very hard to do without Han Solo. Yeah. Tupac. 900 people. 990 people right now inside the chat. Gotta be. 1 second. 900 equals no one. Are you talking about unlocks for Bo-Katan? Yeah, she had 918 first unlocked. It's already doubled. Yeah, last I checked, it was over like 1,700. Something like that, last time I checked. Might have been yesterday or early today. I can't remember. How many bits to skip the line? It's any donation around $2 will get you to skip the line. It'll just jump you up. But I've got another 3 rosters that are currently skipping the line. So you'd still be in a row of 4, basically. Kyber is bigger than you think. Well, Kyber 1 is about 1,500 players. Kyber 2 is 10,000 players. So just to give it reference. Old Yahoo email I had in the 90s. Gotcha. Working on Jedi Cal and Profundity. Thank you, Robbie. Okay, cool. So 7.8 million. You're rocking the 3 GLs. I'm loving these Relic 9s, by the way. Relic 9 on Vader is huge. Relic 9 on Rey is also awesome. Let's just quickly check out the mods. 560 speed. I'm liking this split here. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid on the Lord Vader. And you've got Rey over here. Rey at Relic 9. Loving to see this. Offense modded Rey. Crit damage. All right. Robbie? No. You don't want crit damage on Rey, okay? The main damage that Rey is going to be dealing is either through her ultimate or through her whirlwind, both of which predominantly use true damage as a means of dealing damage, which means they're unaffected by crit damage largely. Now, whirlwind does do additional damage, which can crit alongside the true damage, but the lion's share of that damage is offense. So you just want to have an offense primary here, unless you're going health, but you're going offense. So throw this out for an offense primary triangle if you can, okay? And then up here, you can have speed if you want. Generally, we're looking... I always say with Rey, you have to look at 3 stats and choose 2 of them. All right? So you're looking at health, speed, and offense. Those are the 3 stats that really matter for Rey. Min-max 2 of them. Okay? So you can either go offense and speed, right? Or you can go offense and health. Generally, you want one of them to be offense. You can go speed and health if you want, but yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it. Hey, Ferris, thank you so much for gifting out a sub there. Are you looking to skip the line, my friend? So 545 speed is really good. 180k health is fine if you've got decent offense. 10.7k at Relic 9, I would probably want to see a little bit more offense, but that would be easily fixed by changing this triangle to an offense primary. You'd easily push it over, sort of, it'd probably be around 11.2, so I'd probably still look for a little bit more. That was really loud in my ears. Smurfin, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Are you looking to skip the line as well, my friend? Just checking in with Smurfin over here. No, it was Smurfin, sorry, with Ferris. Yes, please. Okay, I'll add you to the list there, Smurfin. Ferris, let me know if you're looking to skip the line as well. You'd be just before Smurfin, if that's the case. Yep, I'll skip the line. Okay, cool. Just having a look where you are. You might need to give me your ally codes, Ferris. Give me your ally code, brother. Okay, so moving on from the Ray there, Rob. Hype train. Is that starting a hype train? I didn't even see. A hype train is in fact close. How crazy. Okay, cool. JMK at Relic 7 is perfectly fine. I would like to see a Relic 8 on that, Robbie, but it's not massively important. In fact, out of all of the GLs, I'd kind of say that... Oh, my lord, that's loud. That was very loud in my ears. Thank you so much for the gifted sub there, Wolfie. Oh, no, it's not gifted sub, sorry. 420 bits. Blazing time. That probably put us in a hype train as well. Choo-choo, baby. Thank you so much. Can I get 100 spots past the end of the line? Yes, Siglet. Of course you can't. All right, so yeah, JMK I would go so far as to say is probably the least important as far as relic levels are concerned on a GL, but it's still important to get relic levels on him. He's still a monster. So 517, I'm actually okay with this. To be honest, more and more often, I feel like JMK matters less about his speed and more about the damage output. So the fact that you've gone crit damage and focused on offense, I'm actually okay with this. These days, it's not that valuable to have him fast unless you really want to try and stop people JMLing your JMK, and that's a tall order. You're not going to be able to outmod for that. Oh my days. I didn't know. No, it's since I've gone over to the thing. Since I've changed my streaming platform to OBS, I get them really loud in my ear, and for some reason it's not pushing into the chat here. So I do need to fix that. I don't know why it's not pushing through, but I will figure it out. To be clear, I'm not requesting to skip the line. I know, Wolfie. I know what you like, brother. I appreciate you. All right, cool. So we've got a gas team. I'm assuming this gas team is looking nice and fire over here. Oh, we got some decent relic investment in your gas. You obviously cared a lot about helping your guild out with Cam. So respect to you, my brother. Respect to you, my brother. Out of interest, just quickly check how you've modded your gas here. Speed set and a health set. What are we looking? Protection primary, defense primary, and speed. I don't mind defense on gas. Maybe a little bit more protection would be nice, but I'm not totally mad at it. Personally, I think a 300 speed gas is overkill. Swap it out for offense or protection in my book. I like to see a gas at Relic 8 to have about 10k offense. If you can get 10k offense and like 130,000 protection, you're in really good standing, in my opinion. That's how I like to mod my gas, but I'm usually around that 260 speed area. That way he could tend to take a bit of a hit there and still survive. Hey, Dark Zephyr, thank you so much for the sub. Really do appreciate you, mate. Make sure you let me know in the chat if you are looking to jump the queue there. I'm going to have to probably close out jump the queue because not being funny, but we could be here a while. And I do have to think about getting to bed at some point. Yeah, no, exactly, Wolfie. It's getting late for you. Can you get me off the list? Absolutely, Johan. Absolutely, I can, mate. Yep, no problem. Okay, cool. All right, moving swiftly on. I can see you got an R9 Malak, which probably means that you most likely have a Leviathan, which is great if you do. Just checking over here. Loving the R9 Malgus. No, you don't have Leviathan. You're probably pushing for Leviathan at some point. You said you're going for Profundity, so maybe you just did this for the sake of it. It's a little bit interesting that you're missing a 5th here. Maybe use Talon in your Sith Empire, but I would recommend trying to get Sith Empire Trooper, and you'll need Marauder anyway, so something to think about after you finish your Profundity. Let's have a quick look at your Rogue One then. Ooh. Question. Why push for Profundity when you're closer to Leviathan by the looks of things, Robbie? Let me know in the chat. I'm closing. Well, it's just that I'll have to see how we're getting on, Ada. We've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 currently. 5 that have chosen to skip the line ahead. And we've probably got about another hour of the stream left, roughly. So that would be about 20 minutes. Well, less than 15 minutes per. We'll have to see how it goes, Ada. I'm sorry. I just don't anticipate the sheer volume that comes through. It's kind of crazy. But something to think about, Robbie. Something to think about, mate. Like, it seems you're closer to Leviathan than you are Profundity. I'm pretty certain you said you were going for Profundity. So, yeah, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Do. Alrighty. I can see Piet over there at Relic 8, so that probably means you do have Executor, and that's the wrong one, Imperial Trooper. Ooh, yeah, your Imp Troopers need some love, buddy. If you've done those 5 and still have time, let me know, I'll pop a sub. Will do. Thank you, Ada. Yeah, these Imperial Troopers definitely need a little bit of that loving. So, something to consider. You said you're going Jedi Knight Cal and then Profundity, I believe. Is he missing something key from Leviathan, like Malgus's ship? You don't have Malgus's ship next. Gotcha. Yeah, that would make sense. When I saw the Malgus, I assumed that the Fury class interceptor was done. It just seemed, seemed as though you already had the R9 on Malak, R7 on DR, and R9 on Malgus himself, which are good investments. Obviously, you don't need R9 on Malgus for the Leviathan, but it's nice to enhance his ship. Still good to know. 220 shards to go, or you have 220, so you still need 110? Still good. Imperial Troopers. But yeah, okay, maybe you're better off going for Profundity in the short term. It's just that extra Relic 9. Although, I suppose it nets out in the end. You've got 220 shards. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Proving Grounds is just such a sucky mechanic, unfortunately. It's a real sucky mechanic. Let's quickly check out the Jedi. And go through here. Alright, your Jedi are looking in pretty neat position here. Oh, the Hermit Yoda not invested. Well, why do people not like Hermit Yoda? And Cam is kind of missing a bit of loving. But, please do Hermit Yoda a little bit of a favor and get him up to like Relic 3, Relic 5 maybe. I mean, you'll need him further on. You'll need more investment in that down the line, but he's a useful plug-and-play Jedi. Okay, so far, areas for improvement, definitely Imperial Troopers. You're probably very close to C again, so that's good. Would love some thoughts on next farm after Leviathan. Okay, Shelf is looking to skip the queue. I can't really take it back now, but you'll have to give me your ally code there, Shelf. But we're not looking to take on any more roster reviews because of time. Just because of time, guys, okay? So, Shelf, I will do you because you've already donated and I can't refund the money. So you'll have to drop your ally code in there. And we'll get through. But please, don't pay to skip the queue anymore, guys. All right, because I've got a number I need to get through first. Please and thank you. I don't want to be streaming until 1 a.m. All right, cool. Will you do roster reviews again another day? I tend to do them every Tuesday, but if there's enough demand, because there does seem to be a lot of demand at the moment, I can do them on Thursdays as well. So I'll do them twice a week. The other streams I tend to restrict to GAC streams and that sort of business, okay? Thanks, PK. I appreciate that, bro. Well, I won't get a roster review. You deserve the money, though, so I'm not mad. Clogot, did you do a donation? I want to make sure I haven't missed you. I don't think so. But, yeah, sorry, there's just so much. There's just so much going through. I apologize. Okay. So, Maul. Love to see Maul over here. Obviously pairing in nicely with your Lord Vader. That is good to see. The Maul Mando teams, it's kind of nice with Gar and ISC, but I don't think it's a massive priority for you right now. It's super, super valuable in the current Datacron set. But again, unless you could really force to get these two up there, I don't really see... It could be a bit of an ask for you right now, I guess, is the point I'm trying to make. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm not skimping you out of something that you've paid for, okay? As long as it doesn't disturb Tribe Talks, we riot. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Okay. All right. So, Maul, again, great and everything. Maybe potentially think about getting Gar and ISC down the line. This new Datacron set is super powerful with Maul Mandos. Like, really, really strong. So, something to consider there. Padme is all very well and good. Probably goes with your JMK. Same with GMY. Loving to see your unaligned Force users here. We've got the Malakos with the triple Omni. Where's your Seer? Am I missing Seer? Oof. You said you're working on Jedi Knight Cal, so I'll let you off the hook. Absolutely phenomenal team. If you're getting Jedi Knight Cal, I'd highly, highly recommend over-investing in Seer. Get her up to Relic 5, Relic 7 preferably, so you can start using her on Zepho, help you guild out a little bit there. But using Seer with Malakos Cal Kestis, and then throwing out a couple of other unaligned force users like Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, for example, like Visas Ma, or even Crew. You can get an absolutely phenomenal unaligned force user team that we used recently to absolutely destroy Rey. Throwing rocks against that Rey and GAC, we killed everybody in one hit. It's phenomenal. Everybody, well, kind of in one hit. It's just to throw the rocks and everybody died. Rey survived the hit, but Malicos attacked again, wiped it. It's incredible. Definitely try and push and get that team built out, because you'll be most of the way there. She's ready to go to Relic 5 right now. 20 more shards. Amazing, Robbie. Good stuff. And yeah, you can use them with Crew. You can use them with Crew as well as sort of like a pre-taunt, but it's not even necessary. It's just a really phenomenal team. Highly recommend it. If your guild is also TW based, they like those Ommis, Cal and Fulcrum together with those Ommis is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, good work there, dude. Ben with the triple Ommi, love to see it. Cat, looking strong. Mace Windu Ommi. So you've got some TW investment, a couple of TW Ommis there already. You're Zeta poor right now. I get the feeling, dude. Like, I'm really broke on Zetas right now. It seems like I build them up just to spend them immediately. Loving the Darth Treya Omicron as well. Starkill, I would say, could do with a couple more relic levels if you can squeeze them out there. Because, you know, getting him higher up will improve his reliability if you're using him as a Rey counter. Alternatively, on defense, having additional relic levels to make him a little bit more survivable and hit a little bit harder is going to be useful. He's still phenomenal. Captain Rex, again, you'll need him at R7 for Leia down the line, but probably not a priority for you right now. Same for Wampa, really. Can have a little bit more investment in these characters. Not massively necessary. More of a nice to have. I can see you got Dash Rendar there. I just want to see if you got the whole team rolling. I assume you got Vandor Chewie going and everything. No. Unless I missed it. Did I miss Vandor Chewie? No, your Vandor Chewie is not invested just now. You've got the Omicron already on Dash Rendar. If you get a spare moment to get Vandor up there, just so you can really take advantage of that revive mechanic, phenomenal. And I say that without investing in Vandor Chewie myself. I just haven't thrown on the Omicron for Dash Rendar. All right, cool. We're looking good. Bad Batch, loving the Ezra investment. We have to check out your Phoenix, just in case. Phoenix. Oh, I'd love to see more investment in this. This looks largely like a Lightspeed bundle, Robbie. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. But I won't take it personally. I won't take it personally, mate. Okay? Dash Ommi is actually for Vandy. Yeah, it's actually the Vandor Ommi. Dash team blows both Qui-Gon Jinn and Radis teams. Oh, Duff Cake, thank you so much for the $5. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. That is so nice. Can we get some W's in the chat for Duff Cake there? Just being a kind soul and donating to his local streamer. Thank you, buddy. Let's keep pushing then. What else we got? Scion, again, if you're working on that Treya team alongside Savage over here, a little bit of investment goes a long way, but I completely appreciate the situation you're in. You've got a bunch of GLs to farm, you've got a bunch of ships to farm for. Relic levels are incredibly crunched, so I understand. I'm just trying to give you a couple of ideas about where you can potentially invest those relic levels when you get a bit of breathing room. All right. So is there any bit of advice you want going forward, LBC? I'm going to call you Robbie, actually. I prefer Robbie. Obviously, the CLS again. Oh, my days, bro. People be sleeping on CLS teams. Can't be doing it, mate. Can't be doing it. Like, no. Oh, not even the Zeta on hand. I know you're Zeta poor right now, but yeah. It's painful to see. It's painful to see. R9, your bad check. And that's the way. That's the way. Thank you so much, Duff. That's incredibly generous of you, my friend. Thank you. Should you finish Slacker, SOKR or CLS first? I mean, CLS is quicker to get done than Slacker and provides a high value, but I thought you were going Jedi Knight, Cal, and Profundity. Because they're different farms. Like, I would say getting your CLS up first would be good, just because it's a quicker investment. It's a lot easier to get them up and running. You don't need to have masses and masses of R7s. I would actually recommend, after you've done those two, is you do your unaligned force users first, because that team is more valuable in the current meta and is just super, super fun. We need to check your Phoenix. Indeed, Ada. You only need R7 OG and crew. Then no. No, finish Slacker first. If you're that close to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, finish Supreme Leader Kylo Ren first. Definitely. I didn't realize you were that close to Slacker. Sorry, I thought you said Jedi Knight Cal you were going for. Yeah, make sure you're not spreading yourself too thin. Definitely get Slacker first. If you are that close to a GL, absolutely 100% get that GL. Yeah, definitely finish off your Slacker first. Because if you are literally just a couple of relic levels, 2 on Kylo, like, you'd be foolish to do anything but that right now. So finish your Slacker farm, get Jedi Knight Cal. Make sure you're ready for Jedi Knight Cal when he comes around now, because he should be coming around any day. He's already overdue, I think. So yeah, make sure you're ready for that. Ada used to be Helix, yeah. PK. How many for the Omi Online Force User team to work? Well, you need to... In a GAC setting, you want to have Seer's Omi at the very least, and then you need at least 2 Omis on Malakos, in my opinion. You don't need the Die Whelp one, but it is still really nice. It's really nice to have. But priority, get the Seer Omi, and then work on the Malakos ones. Jedi Knight Cal is goated. He's great. Yeah. Hey, peace out, Mole. Thanks for joining, buddy. I really do appreciate you as always, dude. Yep. Okay, cool. So the last thing I'll do here, I know we've jumped over this in the past, so I apologize, but we will get you a quick mod score. Quick mod score over here. Your ally code once again for LCB Robbie is... Sorry. For some reason my mouse isn't working properly. Just going to see your mods real quick. See if there's any advice we can give you on modding. Over here. Wow, that's really zoomed in. Okay, so yeah, you definitely need to work on your mods a bit, my friend. Working on your mods is super important. It's just as important as working on any other area of your game, right? Without good mods, you won't be able to mod all your teams to hit certain speed thresholds, to be survivable for events and TB and stuff like that. So make sure every day you're trying to get that triple refresh on your mods. Constantly be farming, slicing materials, rolling up new mods. And I don't know how much education you need on it, but take a look at a couple of guides on how to identify a good mod, when to stop investing on them. I'm certain YouTube has got loads of guides on mod farming and stuff like that. I put one out, but it's very dated now. So, the biggest roast of them all. I totally forgot, to be honest, PK. All right, so before we move on, Robbie, is there anything else you want me to take a look at? If not, we'll move on to our next caller. Oh, thanks, Willie. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Very much appreciate you. Give him a couple of minutes. And if there is nothing else, we'll be moving on to Ansab. Ansab, you... Testing. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we're good again. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why. My mic just randomly stops working. I don't know. So, apologies. Okay, cool. Thank you, Robbie. Appreciate you, bro. We're going to move swiftly on then. We have got Ansab next. So, Ansab, Bazna Starkiller is your in-game name. Just unlock Jedi Knight Luke. Side project CLS and Inquisitors. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I like it. Thank you for the context there, my friend. I do appreciate when people give me a little bit of context for their roster. So you've just unlocked Jedi Knight Luke. Side project right now is CLS and Inquisitors. Starforge Camino is the guild, and 7.1 million is the GP. Basna Starkiller in Chromium 1. Looks like you got Slacker. Congratulations. Next project, Profundity, then a GL. I prioritize GAC and love Conquest. You love Conquest. Okay, cool. I hope you love my videos for Conquest too. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All right. Hot mic. All right. Let's take a look then. Let's take a look. So you've got Ray and Slacker. I would hope for a couple more GLs at 7 mil, but we won't treat you badly for it. They're both Relic 8. Let's check your Ray modding real quick. You've gone for the offense and a health set. Remember what I said about Ray before? How it's like 2 out of 3, health, speed, and offense. Pick 2 stats. Let's see how you've gone. You've gone health here. So you're going for a healthy Ray with an offense set. I don't mind it. Speed on the arrow. I'd probably drop the speed. So you've got speed. You've got 535 speed, which is perfectly fine. 200,000 health or 208,000 health. Again, perfectly fine. But the offense is a bit low. So, in my opinion, a little bit low at Relic 8. What I would recommend is you just swap out this speed primary for an offense primary if you can. If you have one, offense set, offense primary, or even health set, offense primary, and then swap out one of these for an offense set. She doesn't really... You're better either pushing that offense further or forgetting the offense set completely and going with full speed. Did you catch my drift? So it's an easy fix, and in my opinion, your Ray will be better off for it, you know? Let's check out Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is another guy that can be modded in a number of ways. So 117k, I'd probably want him a bit healthier. 566, the speed is nice. Are we going offense here? Crit damage, lovely. Okay, fine. So how are we looking on that offense? 11.6, this is fine. I'd like to see just a hair more health, but it's not the end of the world. You've got good speed, you've got crit damage, you've got damage on there. I'm happy with your Kylo Ren. Your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is okay. My mods are bad. Just keep working on them, I guess. Just keep working on them. Right, let's check out your 5.0 first then. You said that... I've already forgotten what you said you were working on. You just finished Jedi Knight Luke. And you're working on Profundity soon enough, right? Next project is Profundity and a GL. Fine. CLS and Inquisitors you're working on right now. Okay, so the 5.0 first are fine. They'll tide you over for now. Let's go ahead then and let's just check out your CLS. Let's check it out. Okay, you got R7. It's just missing Zeta. This is the big problem. This is the big problem with CLS as a team. It is a really good team, but it is very, very Zeta heavy to get off the ball. Get on the ball and start rolling, you know? Because CLS has got triple Zetas. Granted, he doesn't need 3 Zetas to be effective. Just at his highest efficacy, he's going to have 3 Zetas. But then, C-3PO's got Zetas. Chewie's got Zetas. Han's got Zetas, wherever your Han is. Han's got Zetas. 3PO and Chewie's got Zetas. And in order to have a really good, fully operational CLS Rebel team, you need a lot of them. That's the big problem about CLS. So I understand what you mean when you're saying that you're working on them. You've got a bunch of the relic levels, but they're just missing those Zetas. And that can be a hard thing to catch up on. I do still recommend it. You might want to go ahead and look at a couple of recommendations for the best Zeta order for this team, because there's a lot. It binds all things, very important, but probably hand shoot first is your first priority for this team. Then it binds all things. Have a look at the guard ability from Chewbacca. There's another really good one on Chewpio. Can't remember what it is. It's been a long time. So you have a system. You have 260 Zetas. Use 20, save 20 until I have all the needed for a GL. I am silly. It's always good to have a stockpile, right? But I mean, AGL needs 6 Zetas, which is 120 Zeta mats. So technically you've got 2.5, more or less. You've got 2 and a bit. So you've got enough for 2 full GLs worth of Zetas there. If you don't count, the additional ads that you need for the team and what have you. I would use some of those Zetas, man. Bring them down. Bring them down. Because they're not benefiting you, right? You You could be missing out on GAC victories. You could be making life harder for yourself in Conquest. You might not be able to beat missions in TB. Lowering your overall rewards is not worth it to have a horde of Zetas. It's not like the gather interest. It's useful to have them for situations like this, where you need to apply a boatload of Zetas on it to get a team off the ground and running. So have a think about it. I'm not saying blow all your Zetas. Just keep a healthy stock. If you have 120, that's enough to give a GL all of their Zetas straight away. You don't have to do this. Just my recommendation. Thank you for the resub there, Ada. I do really appreciate you. Sorry, I've spaced out there now. Inquisitors, you said, were the other thing you were working on, so let's take a look at them. Inquisitors are really, really useful for your guild as well. Okay. I see you're pushing towards getting Grand Inquisitor unlocked, so you need to have them all at Relic 5 for that. 8th Brother is nearly there, so that's huge. And the good thing about Grand Inquisitor is he's in the journey guide already, so as soon as you do it, you'll be able to, boom, unlock him. You will need a couple of Zetas on him. I think it's 2. But I wouldn't worry too much about getting leadership Zetas and stuff like that done. I like the fact that you haven't done Zetas over here, because it's not really going to help you too much. Thank you for the posture check. I have to do 2 o'clock rounds. Much love. Hey, thank you, Robbie. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, so definitely get that Grand Inquisitor unlocked. Help your guild start pushing for Reaver. So you are going to have to take some of these characters up to Relic 7. I'd recommend that you probably drop off Second Sister. You don't need to have all of them at Relic 7. In order to engage in the event, you're always going to drop one, and Second Sister is usually the one that has the least viability. So 5th Brother, 7th Sister, 9th Sister, 8th Brother, and Grand Inquisitor to Relic 7. Help your guild get more Reaver shards, and then just R7 your Reaver, because she's phenomenal. You're in a good standing here. You know, your CLS is pretty much there. Your Inquisitors are pretty much there. They just need a couple of Zetas. They need a little bit of love. Pushes you over the edge, right? You say you're pushing for Profundity as well, so let's take a look at your Rogue One. Okay, yeah, the Profundity needs a lot of work, so that's going to be a long-term farm. I'm curious about the Omicron on a Gear 8 character, but that's okay. Oh, never once have I done a paid sub, which is usually my prime beat. The first, enjoy the couple of quick. Oh, thank you so much, Ada. That really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. We will add you to the list as soon as you've done that, but let's not go any further. We'll close out with you, Ada. Okay. I've got a note for you there, but we've got a lot to get through, so I'm trying to be efficient here without skimping people on their reviews. I want to try and make sure you guys are getting your value out of this. All right, cool. So let's check out that first order. Oh, hang on, no, wait a minute. You had Slacker. We don't really need to check out the rest of the first order then. Palpatine over here. Palpatine. I like the double Zeta and the triple Zeta on Vader, except because I probably have the money to spare. It's all good. It's all good. I don't want anybody to go into financial difficulties over something like this, guys. Okay. I definitely think that Imperial Troopers are a faction that could do some loving, but probably not your chief priority right now. Is that right, Anseb? You have 120 Omnis. 120 Omnis? Yeah, you could do with spending some of them. You could do with spending some of them, Anseb. Like, yeah, genuinely. Okay, Wampa's got his. Qui-Gon Jinn isn't even relic, so and there's no surprise that you don't have that one done. Alright, fine. That's fine. That's fine. Missing some Zetas here on Darth Revan as well, my friend. Let's go ahead and check out your Darth Revan. Sith Empire. I mean, honestly, Bastila Shan Zeta, very, very valuable. Get Darth Revans done, mate. You've got 260 Zetas. Finish off this team. Don't put HKs on. It's not that important. You mostly won't be using HK. Give Basti Zeta. Finish up Revan Zetas. Do it. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Okay, let's keep checking. Sith. Talon is also missing a Zeta. I think you're being a little bit too restrictive with your Zetas, my friend. Okay? A little bit too restrictive. It's okay to spend them. I considered buying the $200 Omni pack because I'm behind on the Conquest units and they need 2 to 3 each. Ouch. Go into your subs page and turn off auto renew for... Oh, sorry. Yes, Ada. You can do that through your settings. You can go into your subscriptions on your Twitch channel, on your Twitch page, your profile settings. Okay, so Treya, Savage, Scion, Nihilus. This team is fantastic, but if you're not in a position to invest in it yet, I won't pressure you for it. Let's keep on going then. So we've already talked about CLS. The resistance is fine. You've got the Omni on the Droidica. Let's check out your Separatists real quick. Is Trench on the... Oh, whoops. Is Trench on the bench for you? What Tambor over there missing mods? Okay. If you were going to do one Zeta at all today, give Wat Tambor his Zeta. Even at gear 9. Even at gear 9, give Wat Tambor his Zeta. Okay? He doesn't need gear necessarily. You can get a lot of his benefit just by throwing that Zeta on there. He takes basically a bonus turn at the start of battle to put a tech on a character. And that in itself can almost transform certain teams. Sometimes that's all you need is that first tech. Okay? It said I cancel myself. What? Is that normal? I think it'll just cancel the recurring subscription. I can't actually check. I don't think it'll after the end of this the stream. You only have Cat and Bam's ship. I need the rest unlocked. Yeah. I will use 100 Zetas. Well, there you go, Ansab. Make sure you get Wat Tambor's 1 on there, because that bonus turn at the start of battle might be 100% turn meter, but I think it's a bonus turn. Is incredibly, incredibly useful. It's on mass manufacture over here. It lets you put on a tech at the start of battle. And even if he dies, it doesn't matter, right? If you've managed to put out tank tech on a tank, or weapons tech on someone to take additional turns, or prevent revives, or something like that, highly, highly valuable. Cool. Grievous lacking some Zetas as well. Don't put the Maggie one on. Anyone in chat doing normal mode Conquest and how expensive it is for I can't help you on that one, I'm afraid. How long is the queue right now? It's too long, I'm afraid, Brian. Like, we're maxed out right now. We're maxed out right now. I'm sorry, bro. I think I'm going to have to do another stream on Thursday. I wanted that as a day off generally, but hey-ho. Okay, let's keep looking then. Keep looking. C-3PO again has some useful Zetas, but probably not the massively important ones. You'll probably want to focus on the Chewie, the CLS, the Han, and the other Chewie. General Kenobi, I believe, has got a decent Zeta as well now. Dash Rendar. Yeah, it's definitely a case of just missing a couple of Zetas here. Now, you're not going to have all the Zetas in the world to just throw at these characters. 260 Zetas sounds like a lot. You can disappear those Zetas like that. Like, there's enough missing here that you would have to... that you could eat through all those Zetas. Alright, Starkiller as well, man. Starkiller needs some loving. Hard as 20, yeah. Zeta makes it a bonus turn. Thank you, Wolfie. Appreciate you. I couldn't quite remember. 3PO and Chewie Zeta is a luxury these days. Is it? I'm trying to remember what it is. I can't remember. I just remember it being very good back in the day. You've been promoted to Chromium 1. Okay. Again, it's just a case of missing Zetas mostly. Commander Ahsoka Tano deserves more relics than 3 levels. I know she's got an insta-kill, and she definitely deserves better modding. I know she's got an insta-kill, but having additional relic levels keeps her alive a lot longer, which makes it harder for the opponent to kill your team. So try to pump up her relics to R7 minimum, I would say. You're currently relicking her. Okay, cool. Good stuff, Ansab. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, I'm not going to keep commenting about missing Zetas because I think you get the gist. Let's just keep looking. Okay, let's now look at the bottom of the roster then to see key characters that might be missing. Thesis Mara is very useful for unaligned force users. Cam is a really great plug and play. Armorer is really good. But I wouldn't call these massively high priorities for you right now. No. Marauder you'll need down the line for when you start doing Leviathan. Sith Assassin you'll need down the line. Omega, ignore her. Newt Gunray, incredibly useful, but not required, I don't think, for anything. Your Night Sisters are worse than mine, and that's saying something. But Night Sisters are not a top priority team right now, in my opinion. I know Lobot is a requirement, but not a priority for you right now. Same for ISC. He's not a requirement, but he's useful. Just not right now. Not for you. Fennec Shand is a useful bounty hunter. Sulkatana Fulcrum. You'll sort out your unaligned force users. So we went over before. Who did we see up here? Visas Mar. And down here, Fulcrum. When you get the opportunity, when you start getting Malkos and stuff like that, that's when you need to focus on them. But right now, it's okay to not have that investment. The Bad Batch, I get it. They're a really Cairo-heavy team. So they can wait until you start pushing for Lord Vader. Damage again for each defeated enemy. Oh, on his AoE. I mean, that is incredibly good. Like, that kills teams. That kills teams pretty heavy. Ooh, you've been pushing on Paz pretty hard, bro. And even Keller and Beck has got some stars. I wouldn't say that this is your priority farm right now, but seems that you're already pushing the stars, you could probably become ready for before Bo-Katan for a next visit. So something to keep on the back burner, right? Until you get her, Paz and IG-12 and Grogu are not that useful. Keller and Beck is incredibly valuable though, but you would need Galactic Republic Jedi to support. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, you said you just finished his farm, so I expect to see some loving for this guy in the near future. Yeah, your unaligned force users, we've already gone over that. Enfys Nest doesn't have the same value as she used to, but she's still quite useful. And then stuff like Drogon, BT1. Yeah, all this is kind of not your priority right now, and that's completely understandable. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that you can do to improve your roster right now is just allocate those Zetas, and you'll get a lot of value out of it. You say you're working on CLS and Inquisitors. After that, you do need to start pushing for some more GLs. Let's quickly take a look at your ships. You got your Malev, you got your Negotiator, you got Executor maxed out. So Profundity is coming. I know you said that. It's a bit of a long farm. But that's okay. Your fleet is in decent enough position. Once you've got that Profundity, you'll be pushing pretty hard. Main worry is what GL to go for next. I mean, if you look at it this way, the high-value GLs, yeah, really high-value ones, we're talking like your Leia, your Jabba, yeah, JML, those share a lot of... Well, no, they don't. But Jabba and JML share a lot of characteristics. You've just unlocked Jedi Knight Luke, which is pretty useful, you know, can help you unlock Jabba. I'd actually lean, if it wasn't for the raid, I would lean far heavier towards Jabba because it provides so much value. But Leo in the current raid is also incredibly valuable, and that will help you progress your roster at a faster pace. If you're able to score better in the current raid, that means you will progress faster overall. All right. So that's where my toss-up would be. That's where my toss-up would be. You could go for low-hanging fruit. You could push for something like C and get him unlocked in probably maybe a third of the time. 2/3 of the time. But you're probably selling yourself short there. I would definitely probably push for either Jabba or GL Leia. Okay. Looks like chat is focusing a little bit more towards Leia. I think Leia overall is probably the wiser choice. If she wasn't the raid leader, I definitely wouldn't recommend Leia. But currently, the featured raid is around Speeder Bike. So, go for that. You not want to miss out Jedi Cal when he comes back again? Yeah. I think it's going to be pretty hard for him, I think. Oh, well, you got the stars. So you need to get to gear 12. Let's check out Tarful. If you can, try and be ready for Jedi Knight Cal. You're most of the way there. He's coming soon. Yeah, you need gear, obviously, but hey. Endor raid is terrible? It is, but the rewards are phenomenal. Let's be honest. She's got pretty easy requirements, to be honest. Yeah, she has, and like so much of it feeds into the new raid, and she's still good. She's still good, even with the loss of her Kron. Okay, cool, thank you. Anything else you want to see? We will check out your mods real quick, but anything else that you want to have a discussion on there, Ansab? Sorry, I'm just loading up your ally code into a Megabot to get you a mod score. Thank you so much. Nothing at all. Okay, super. Right, let's quickly check your mods. We'll see how you fare. Your mods. Shush me. Okay, so yeah, the mods definitely need some loving, my friend. The mods need some loving. Make sure. Triple refresh that mod energy every single day. Farm your mods. Farm your mod slicing materials. Always be leveling up mods, looking for good speed secondaries, looking for good offense percentiles, that sort of thing. I know it sucks, it's boring, and it's RNG based, and it's frustrating as all hell, but it pays off. It really does pay off, and the longer you leave it, the worse off it is. You just got to keep on doing it every day, every day. It sucks, but keep at it, and you will thank yourself for it. Good business, my friend. Good business. Alrighty. Alrighty. Who is next on our list after Ansab? Lord Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg, are you still in the chat, my friend? You are up next. Boo, 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 boo. It's currently closed, Crimson. I've got too many rosters to go through. You guys would be waiting for far too long, and I'll run out of time. In life. 211-185. Lord Nate Dogg is here. Good stuff. Lord Nate Dogg said he wants a roster roast, not a review. Farming Jedi Knight, Cal Kestis, and Bose Rex. Look at you, Nate. Look at you. 11.3 million. We'll have Reaver at 7 stars after. You've got 11.3 million and you don't have Reaver at 7 stars yet. Dear me, mate. Hidden Conquest for Bane, following your guides, courtesy of Aslan's suggestion. Oh, mate. Thank you, Aslan. Appreciate you for pimping my stuff. All right, good business. Good business. And you were wanting a review here, or are you wanting a roast? Aslan saying you wanted a roast, but I don't know if that's just a joke. 99999. Oh, 8 on the Dubadia. You aim to please, then don't miss, I guess. All right, it's good to see that you got all the GLs. You do you? We'll just have a look through. We'll just have a look through. You've got all the GLs. You've got some really good high priority ones at Relic 9. I'll love to see it. Jabber only at Relic 8 is okay. It's fine. Same here. Same here. Same here. Don't mind any of this. Let's. Out of curiosity, I want to see how you've modded your JML. Sathi, no, you can't bum a review. The skipping the line is closed. It's up at the top. It's pinned in chat. It's pinned in chat, Sathi. I appreciate the $5, but I'll have to get you next time, bro. I'm sorry. We'll do it again on Thursday. Please, I'm sorry. I can't do another one. I've tried to say that we've finished. I'm curious about this JML. I'm curious about him. 138. You could do better than that. 569. Okay, and the potency, it's like protection, speed. That's the problem. All right, fine. I say it's the problem. It's the problem. It's kind of a problem. I'd like to see a bit more of this protection here. I'd like to see 150k plus in your R9 JML, but 569 is still nice, I guess. You know we don't listen though, Scribe. I know. You are done when you say you are done. When we say it daily, you shut your pie hole. You shut your pie hole, Daily. My mods are brutal. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. We're actually going to have... I mean, 11.3 mil, you tend to have pretty gnarly mods going. I'm not going to bother looking at Leia's mods. She's going to be... Yeah. Okay. Interesting on the JML. Sathi, I will find a way to get you a refund if you'd rather, but I just don't see us getting it in the time. Like, I should be finishing up the stream in 5 minutes, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roster reviews to go yet. So, it's hairy. I'm liking your Lord Vader. Your Lord Vader is gnarly. Lots of protection here. Lots of protection, lots of speed. Is it that one? I don't know. Thank you so much, Essex, for the 500 bissies. Roster review. Essex, you're not getting anything, mate. Get out of here. You're trash. I know you're just trying to push my buttons, brother. Push my buttons. Essex. God damn, dude. God damn. Calibrated mod the other day and got JML to 167k. Wolfie. There are no brakes on that protection train. Wolfie has double wrapped that. It's extra thick. extra thick. Essex. All right, you're Ray. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Remember, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Offense. On my days, it's almost like people know how to mod. 172, 507. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, maybe I'm a little bit more on the speed. But 13k on the physical offense. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Come on. Shout out to our guild, Meatbag in Arms. Meatbags in Arms. Meatbag. Love it. That is a gnarly Ray. That is a gnarly Ray, mate. I like it. I'm not going to look at Jabba. Let's look at the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. MIA. Hey, Lesser. All right. So we've got the offense set over here. 547, 135. The health is good. The speed is acceptable for the fact that you got nearly 13k offense on him. Nice at Relic 8. Love to see it. Is it better to mod Ray for offense than I've mainly modded for health? In my opinion, yes, shush. I mean, you can mod for health, but in my opinion, especially if you've got her relic levels a bit higher, pushing offense is more valuable because she does a lot of damage. Meatbag's taking over the chat. If your whole guild in here right now, is the whole Meatbag guild in here right now? I can't even tell. All right, cool. Darth Revan. I mean, like, I have a feeling at 11.3 mil, you're going to be pretty much well sorted, right? Yeah, you got all the Relic 9s, you got all that. Yeah, that's going to be good. I mean, I'm assuming that you've actually got a fully kitted out CLS team. CLS. Where's Chupio? CLS. Love it. Yeah, you're in good standing. Your poor Saw Gerrera, mate. Are you not working towards getting your Jedi Knight Cal? What's happening with your Jedi Knight Cal right now? You did give me a whole paragraph. It was probably there. Farming Jedi Knight Cal and Bose Rex. That explains it. Relic farming for Rise of the Empire. 7-star Leviathan and R8, R9 Sith Assassin. Okay, I have my own opinion on Sith Assassin. Love Reaver at 7-star. Hidden Conquest for Bane. Okay, so Jedi Knight Cal is what you're working on currently alongside Bose Rex. I assume this is pretty much, Mikhail. Pretty much. I think everybody put their name down. Don't forget, we're also streaming on Twitch as well to about 65 viewers. So, I mean, there's probably a certain number of people that are watching both. But, all right. Are you close? Are you actually close to getting Saw started up? You just haven't paid the credits? Or are you behind? Well, my opinion on Sith Assassin, I think unless your fleet shard is full of Relic 9 Sith Assassins, that there's no point in Relic 9ing her. I think it's complete overkill and it's a waste. Because she still gets beaten by a standard Iden comp Empire. Still does. You can watch both. Yeah, if you like one on each monitor, eyes split either way. Can you not do that? I've got a game here and chat over here. I'm like looking like this. You can't do that. You are close. Things you say on stream and in bed. Hey, I'm so close right now. Oh yeah. Sorry, flashback. Hey, what's going on, CD55? How you doing, bro? My fleet shard is disgusting. Can't get top 40 no more, but you've not got a 7-star levy. But I mean, you can still climb with Empire. You drop like a rock. Watching your multiple YouTube usernames. Good man, Zoidberg. Just like pumping up those numbers. Pump it up real quick. From Vietnam? Huh? Oh, I'm not in Vietnam. You know that, Safi. If you have to ask, you're probably doing it wrong. Hell yeah. Well, I'm going to have to take it on faith that your Saw Gerrera does actually have the shards. Your Tarful is at 5 stars though, bro. You're running out of time, dude. Like, Jedi Knight Cal is going to come back like any week now. I'm hoping you've got some stars banked for these characters. You do not want to be waiting another 3-4 months for Jedi Knight Cal to come back again. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So get on it like Sonic on a car bonnet. Let's keep pushing then. Let's keep pushing. You said you're close to Reaver unlock, so let's see what your Inquisitors are looking like. At least you're not one of those slackers that gets Reaver without investing in your own Inquisitorious faction. So good job, buddy. You're not going to be ready. You're not going to be ready for it. Look at your TDC. TDC. 326 out of 330. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Good stuff, man. You're definitely going to get Reaver this TB then. TIE Defender carry? Oh. I've never heard it called TDC. I mean, like, in reference to The TIE Defender carrying? Yes. But not like out of context. Oh, TIE Defender. Alright. You don't have the TIE Defender. Oh. It's like a stab through the heart. Arnold calls it TDC. Gotcha. I mean, the Defender is just... It's the ship everybody wants. Like, it's the ship you want every ship to be. It's like... What if the Comeuppance was a good ship? It would be the TIE Defender. Do you know what I mean? That's what it would be, you know? This is what Zori's ship needed, was a means of skipping the reinforcement queue, being able to come out immediately. They needed to introduce that for the Comeuppance. If they did, solid tier A fleet straight away. But instead they didn't do any of that, and now it's just RNG and banner dropping. So, big Sag in my book. Side note, fix your TIE Defender. Fix your TIE Defender. It sounds like you're going to have a significant relic investment in your Sith Assassin if your fleet shard is that sweaty. Go ahead and do it. But all I would say is don't, just be one relic higher than the highest relic in your fleet shard. If your fleet shard is full of relic 9s, I'm sorry. I feel bad for you, son. You got 99 problems and R9 Sith Assassin is 1. That's how it's going to be. Loving to see the Afro over there. Double Omni. Wow, she's going to be punching. She's going to be punching pretty hard. Loving the R8 Bosk. Grievous at R8. Just going to skim through now. We're going to look for... The bigger the roster, the harder it is to find faults, really, truth be told. So... Because you'll typically have most things. No Mace Omni, so you don't care about TW too much. Captain Rex, let's check out the Phoenix. The Phoenix need to be reviewed. Alright. This is clearly a Lightspeed bundle Phoenix. You should have a word with yourself. Go sit down in a quiet, dark room somewhere and think about what you did, or more importantly, what you didn't do. And that was show Phoenix their due respect. Okay? Try harder in future, please. Oh, I need to go down to the bottom of the chat. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Hello there. Hey, Rebel. You can still beat Levy with it, but it's scary. Yeah, I bet, buddy. I bet. Like, I took my Iden up to Relic 8. And obviously 7 stars on the ship, and she comes out and she just mollywops stuff. It's amazing. We'll get another resistance ship to fix the resistance. Yeah, it'll be a new capital ship. They'll just completely have a new capital ship from somewhere, and it'll be better than the Radis. I don't care about TW. I'm a TW officer. All right then. I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about, guys? Help a brother out. Let's keep checking. Oh, the Mace on me. Yeah. You have my pity, indeed. You got Ray Rex to Relic finally? Hey, congrats. Gakwise got promoted Chromium 1 to Rhodium 3. My roster is not ready. Oof, Rebel. I'm sorry, bro. TW can be fun. So it can be fun. In the right guild environment, it is fun. Decent enough army. It's a little bit dated at this point. I'm assuming you got Vando. I don't really want to jump through again, though. Let's have a look. You do have Vandor, so you're in good standing for that army. Let's get back down to Dash. Cash spender, coming in hot. No army on Hondo. Wolfie will be so disappointed. That there's no army there. Talon's army, that's an interesting one. Do you have Treya's army? I didn't spot Treya there. Did I miss her? You must have Treya's army, surely. You do, and don't call me Shirley. Someone with a relict cam. Old play. Oh, that hurts. Oh, you're an old player now. Get off my lawn. Relic cam is banging, to be fair. Loving the Savage Opress. Only Relic 5. Could be a little bit more. I say that. You know, you've only got 300,000 more GP than me, and mine's still Relic 5, so... Juhani army. So you do care about TW. You do care. You were talking about Nate's crappy mods. Probably, Aslan. Probably. Terrible mods. I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back, buddy. Let's see. I mean, Bad Batch still at Relic 5. R2 on Mother Talzin. That's interesting. What are your Night Sisters like? Are your Night Sisters good? I mean, they're okay. They're okay. They'll be a whole lot better when you get this Merrin sorted out. Just saying. Alright, I'm just going to go to the bottom of the roster now. Zori Bliss. Oh my days, you've done her dirty. You've done Zori Bliss dirty, my friend. Oh, we're doing good, Revan. We're doing good. Thank you very much. Mucho gracias, hombre. Alright, what else we got? What else we got that stands out? I don't care about the Tuscans, so that's fine. The Zeta, I guarantee that Zeta was thrown on because you needed it for a galactic challenge. Because that's why I did mine. Oh, dear me. Defo Farm Zori. I mean, yeah, for sure. For sure. She's gone accelerated now, so you can give her some loving. And she's got a ship. That's, you know, we'll leave it at that. She's got a ship. That's not a lie. I'm back, y'all. Hey, Lord Vader. Okay. K2SO is not a bad tank for a Rogue One. Yeah, Adrad team. An R1 Plo. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. It's a bit interesting. This is obviously Lightspeed bundle action. Hoth Rebel Scout's got more loving than mine does, so I can't be too mad at you for that. Fulcrum needs more love. Fulcrum deserves love. Okay, this will be the last faction that we check out for you, my friend. Unaligned Force users. Sort out your Seer. Sort out your Fulcrum. Sort out your Cal. Omi's up the wazoo for TW. Make everybody happy. And then get your Malakos. Where's your Malakos? Malakos. Where's Malakos? Am I blind? Where's Malakos? Are we blind? Where is Malakos? Trash roster. Absolute garbage roster. Throw it in the bin. Throw it in the bin. Right now. Chat, are you disappointed? I'm disappointed. Get your goddamn Malakos, bro. Shame on you. Shame on you. Oh, Nate Dog, what happened, mate? What happened, pal? What happened? All right, we're going to round it out here. We're going to do a quick mod search after that bombshell. After that absolute bombshell. I'm gonna be pretty sure that your mod score is going to be solid. But it's going to be underpinned forever by your lack of Malakos. All right? And I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I do because it's my roster review, but you know, you need to Malakos a lot harder than you currently are Malakosing. All right, here we go. Lord Nate Dog's mods. Hot Utils at 4.23. It's acceptable. It's acceptable. I expected better than 4.23, but 4.23 will have to do. Like, I was expecting, you know, 5.5, 6.5 maybe, somewhere in that region. This is, we have work to do. Basically. I don't want to repeat to you. You know, you obviously know how to farm mods. How many years you been playing? Is this a heavily whaled upon account? Is it short amount of years played, but you've made tremendous progress in that short time? No judgment here, of course. Thank you for your service, if that is the case. Because I'm trying to come up with a disparity, because you clearly know what you're doing. You've farmed the right characters. You've got decent investments. The mod game needs work. But obviously, you do understand that you need to mod game. So I'm confused. But still, really solid roster, apart from the fact that it's trash, because you don't have Malakos. But otherwise, you know, good stuff. Is there anything else that you want me to have a look at then, buddy? Nate. I need another drink. After this is going to be Aslan. Oh, we're going to go from one guildie to the next. One guildie to the next right now. Is my chat not updating, or are people just being quiet? It could be either. Isn't she lovely? Dropping out then. Dropping out. 1 second, if you please. What do you in chat think about if they added a GL ship, not a GL type? Oh yeah, not bad, not bad. 1 second. Sorry, I'm just seeing that some chat's coming through now. Apologies, Nate Dog. What are you saying? Or... okay, right, fair enough. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon you don't have either. Where's Malachus? Is he safe? Is he alright? I have Trench. For some reason, my chat wasn't updating there. For some reason. Let's see your Trench. Okay, yeah, I'll check out your Trench real quick, seeing as though you're all talking and you're clearly TW focused. I'll check it out real quick. I think that's you. I'm hoping that's you. Yeah, it is. Let's quickly check out the Trench. Trench might stay on the bench. So you obviously hate TW then. You hate TW, don't you? I mean, what is this? Even my Trench is better than this. God damn, Nate. God damn. God damn. God damn. Pathetic 5-dot mods. Not even a single relic level on there. And the Datacrons... oh my days! Datacron harder, Nate. Datacron harder. What is this trash? What is this garbage? Get in the bin. In the bin. This is why you're in Kyber 2. Alright? This is why you're in Kyber 2. Alright, moving on. Aslan, you're up next, buddy. Aslan. Let's see just how good Aslan is. I mean, he's been throwing shade the whole time at his meatbag in arms compatriot. So, let's see. 10.35. Suggestions for more viable bike raid teams to higher difficulty levels outside of Leia, Piet, Han. Yeah, no worries. You just want raid advice? We can do just raid advice. That's absolutely fine. He hates TW with a burning passion of 1,000 suns. I would never throw shade. You can't grab shades. How can you throw it? Look at Aslan's resistance. Meatbags. Alright, we'll check out resistance real quick. I mean, they're okay. There's a distinct lack of GL Ray, but they're okay. Potato head over there. No damn Zori, but still better than Nate Zori. So, there's that. Alright. So, if you're looking at raid teams, high value is obviously going to be Leia. I'm assuming you're already following my 2.7 million solo guy for GL Leia in the raid, and you already mentioned Piet and Han. I have a video for that as well. Now, you typically want to have duos if you're looking for sort of low investment, high return for raid teams. You don't want to be doing a bunch of three-member teams. You know, you want to be going in duos. So typically, you want to have at least one Imperial Trooper and then an evasion mechanic. Okay, so the invasion mechanic will usually come from a rebel, but it can also come from Ewoks. The problem with Ewoks is Ewoks suck in general everywhere apart from the raid, right? So, if you're looking for characters to use, you want the high value ones, the ones that can do evasive maneuvers, right? So what I tend to do is I have, obviously got GL Leia, you've got the Piet Han, but I tend to have 4 Imperial Troopers that I want to have high relics. So you're looking at Iden. So let's see, how's your Iden looking? Iden can go to Relic 8, yeah? You're looking at Piet, obviously we've already talked about, so we won't touch on Piet. You're talking about Scout. Scout is already at R7. He can go to Relic 8. Do not, she can go to Relic 8. Do not, under any circumstances, throw the Omicron on Scout. It is trash, it is a trap, and it is lies. Alright? I demand a refund for my Omicron on Scout. Alright? Okay, good. I'm glad we can all agree on that one. I do hate Ewoks. Ewoks suck. Got nothing to do with the fact that I dropped a battle against them that cost me a GAC. Nothing to do with that. Okay, so no army on Scout, but R8 is perfectly acceptable. Okay, next up, you've already, so Piet, yeah, you've got Iden, you've got Scout. That's already 3 Imperial Troopers, essentially. So let's open up the Imperial Troopers. Piet, good. Scout, good. Iden Versio, good. Now you can do Moff Gideon over here. Moff Gideon is perfectly acceptable. So is General Veers. You can do Stark as well, but make a choice out of these characters. Now it depends on how far you want to go, because you don't need to have 4 full Imperial Trooper teams at Relic 8 in order to hit decent rewards. Okay, so it depends on how far you want to go, what box your guild is pushing for. If it's like, you know, the 400 mil one, the 424 or whatever it is, or if you're trying to push for the 665 mil box, or if you're just happy with the 204 mil box, these all require different levels of investment, right? So where are you pushing right now? Check out his mods on Lord Vader. Noted. Hey, peace out, Robbie. Thanks for joining, buddy, and thanks for your generosity today. Arnold dropped a battle on Trench. Oof. Trench coming off the bench with hatred in his eyes. Aslan's mod score is fire. Is it really? I'll go you, Aslan. Go you. You're only at the 125 box. Okay, so you don't need crazy levels of investment, right? All you really need to be doing is hitting that 8.5 mil box. You can do that very, very easily. You could probably do it with what you've got right now, truth be told. Yeah? If you obviously need to compensate for other players, then you need more investment. But honestly, layer 2.7, P at hand 2.5 mil, you're already looking at 5.2. So you only need an extra 3.5 million, 3.3 million, right? Out of another 6 teams in your entire roster. So if you want to push higher, if you want to go to things like 14, 15 million points inside the new raid, then these are the teams that you'd look at using. But you don't need that to push your guild, right? Upcoming guild, that's totally fine. Totally fine. Every guild is at a different point in time. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to tell you to overinvest, because you're still going to be going at the pace of your guild overall. Getting the extra personal rewards is really nice, but it's best if the whole guild is on the same trajectory, you know? What are good pairs with rebels? Well, this is it. So, Piet, Scout Trooper, Iden, Moff Gideon, Veers, Stark, all of these characters work really well with an evasion mastery character. So you're looking at characters like Hera. You're looking at characters like C-3PO. You're looking at characters like... Jedi Knight Luke you can do completely separate as a sideswipe team. Don't really necessarily massively recommend it. But again, these are duo teams. All right? Duo teams, not triplets. You've already got Leia, so you can actually utilize some of your Ewoks. So, for example, Nisa, she's not great, but she does have evasion mechanics. They're just not the best ones. She doesn't have evasive maneuvers. So typically you want to throw her in with someone like Gideon, who does have evasive maneuvers. He's able to spread it out wider, yeah, to wider people. So if you want to throw in, like, I don't know, Gideon, Nisa with C-3PO, for example, at a Relic 7 team, that team will do phenomenal amounts of points and damage, okay? You're going for Executor right now, good stuff. But that's not Aslan. So yeah, now unfortunately, like, the really best characters for the raid are the worst characters outside of it. We're talking like Akbar, right? Akbar is phenomenal. He's got the best moveset for the entire raid. The best, hands down. Don't Relic 7 him. God, no. Please don't. It's not worth it. Okay, so you can get some residual use out of Biggs and Wedge as well. Lando Calrissian is terrible. Like, well, he's not terrible. He's just not good. So don't. Hera is totally fine. She's a pretty good character for this raid. There's also a Relic 8 rote combat mission. I think there's more than one, actually, for Phoenix. Just depends on the rest of the Phoenix investment, obviously. But she pairs really well with Imperial Troopers. So go ahead, invest into her as well. Just catching up on chat here. Yep. But yeah, you don't need a whole bunch of teams. Captain Drogon as well, really solid. So you can throw in Drogon with Iden, for example. Iden and Drogon, good team. I use Hera with Scout personally. C-3PO is decent enough, but not amazing. He's just a little bit slow, low damage. That's the only problem with him. You can use like a Jedi Knight Luke team to go with Chewbacca and Captain Rex. I've got a guide out there already, but it requires some very specific modding. You can get most of the points without having to worry about that specific modding. You can just go damage and speed and go auto basic. Lord Nate Dogg and I are all in on Darth Bane. Any suggestions on modding for Bane for an ideal comp? You're most likely wanting to have a boatload of health, to be honest, on Darth Bane. From initial impressions of what he's like, you know, a lot of what his value is going to bring, say you're using C with Bane to take out JMK, you don't need to worry about his modding so much because he is going to die straight away. And then he's going to pass a bunch of bonus stats, or he's going to pass modifiers to C stats. So it doesn't even matter how you've modded him because he's going to get insta-yeeted at the start, that sort of thing. It's not going to matter, right? Not going to matter. Currently, it seems it's bugged, and he's actually gaining 100% turn meter, which is supposed to be stopped by Jedi Master Kenobi, his leadership. Currently, that's not stopping his bonus turn at the start, apparently. But I imagine that will be fixed. But yeah, I would go masses of health. He doesn't need to hit hard. He's gaining a bunch of bonus stats, and it's all about relic levels. Get him to relic 8. Hell, push him to relic 9 if you can afford it, because that's what's going to impact the bonus stats the most, the number of relic levels on him. But yeah, I would recommend lots of health on him. All right. So apparently we need to check out the modding on Lord Vader. He is for like 300k in Conquest. I haven't used him in Conquest just yet. I haven't used the modifier just yet. All right. So 183k. The protection could be higher, but that's okay. Health, protection, speed. Yeah, you just need to swap this one out for a protection primary when you get a chance. But otherwise, pretty solid there. Good speed. Decent offense as well. Yeah, it's well modded. You'd probably get one more Imperial Trooper to R7 for you, probably Moff Gideon, but up to you. Yeah, it all depends. Like I said, if all you need to hit is the 8.5, I don't think you need any more investment. I think you're more than capable of hitting 8.5 mil with what you've currently got. If you're looking to push for an extra box, like 13.5 mil, then yeah, I would recommend probably taking Gideon up to R7. He's a really good shout. Really, really good shout. How's his trench? I mean, that's a very good point. We need to check out trench. Oh. You guys need to be conquesting a little bit harder than this. Just saying. The real question, though. The real question. You have Malicos. I mean, he's missing all his Omicrons, but you have him. That automatically makes this roster better than Nate. How's his profundity? Let me guess. No profundity, but you do have Leviathan. So, I mean, I can't throw too much shade. Might have no profundity, but does have Leviathan. So, yeah, no, can't knock it. Leviathan's still a phenomenal fleet. Now, it was trash when it first came out, but it's good now. So, yeah, good business. How's his cup? Coruscant, no. That is actually probably the best cup I've ever seen. This cup adds the most value. Keep at it. It's good work. It's good work. We don't want no Coruscant. Not even activated. Exactly. Perfect. Perfect level investment in cup. That is. Perfect level of investment in cup. Okay, so what are we missing then? Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Looking good. See, you do get some Conquest characters, just not like some of the other ones. Hondo. So this means that you've not got Afra yet. Maybe have a think about getting Afra. She's really, really solid. So, yeah, invest there. You're obviously skipping on the old Bo-Katan Mandalore. Afra. Fulcrum's going to need some loving. You've got Malicos. You've got no excuse not to start gearing your unaligned force users. All right. All right. Ben Swolio. I know you don't have Ray, but still. Yeah. Okay. So you are. I assume you've got Jedi Knight Cal, or you're waiting for this current one, Aslan. Thoughts on Dark Trooper Moff Gideon? You haven't really used him. He's amazing, especially in the current Datacron set. 400% of your defense to armor. Huge with Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Absolutely huge. You're waiting. So you're ready for him? You're waiting for him to come back? All right, do yourself a favor. Invest in your unaligned force users. Get Seer up. Get Cal up. Get Fulcrum up. You've already got Visas Mark kind of rocking. You've already got R7 crew. So it'll help out your Malicos. Throw those Omnis on there. Go have some fun in GAC. Kick some ass. Take some names. Do it. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be classic. It's going to be a beautiful time for everybody. I would say Gar Saxon ISC potentially, but oh, look at that. I mean, the cam, you're missing those shards, baby. You're missing those shards in the cam. It's funny that your ISC has got more investment than you Gar. All right. Do we really need to talk about Phoenix right now? You've done the Phoenix dirty. You should be Ashamed of yourselves. Sorry, Swigger Gameplay, I apologize, mate, but the we're maxed out on roster reviews today, my friend. Sorry, buddy. Well, if there's enough demand for it, guys, I will set up another roster review stream on Thursday, okay? No chopper at all. No chopper. No chopper. No Zeb. No chopper, no Zeb. That's a sad Phoenix Panda. Omega is overinvested. Trolalalala. Yep. I know you need to get Ray. Your Zoria's got a little bit of investment. She's accelerated now, so you'll be able to push through there and get her up to scratch. You'll need your Ben ready for when you get your raid ready, and then you'll be in good position. So that's not bad. Chopper is in the best comp? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's incredibly valuable. Incredibly valuable because he decreases cooldowns, keeps people alive, decreases cooldowns on a basic, passes a bunch of buffs. It's phenomenal. All right, let's keep looking. Look at that Clone Wars Chewie with a Zeta at gear 12. Look at you. Look at you go, baby. All right. Okay, yeah, obviously the Radus, you're working on Profundity right now, and that's absolutely fine. So you went a little bit further with the old Tarful. Zori is a priority in your favorites. Good. Yeah, good. Good. Okay. All right. Yeah, we've seen some pretty good armies. There are some TW armies. Yeah, decent enough. You're in good standing. Is there anything else that you want some advice on? More TW armies going on here? Anything else you want more advice on? Or we will skip on over to the mod comparison and move on to our next caller. All good, bud? Okay, let's check out your mod score. Apparently your mods are banging, bro. So let's check it out. Oh, that is sexy. That's more like it. That's what I want to see. Hot Utils mod score of 5.80. There you go, baby. That's more like it. I think you've had the highest mod score today. We didn't check some at the start, but so far out, the people that we've reviewed, I think you've got the highest. Good for you, good sir. Keep up the good work. Keep on smashing those mods. Get that up to 6. Get that up to 6.5. Get it up to... Hell, go to 12. The sky's the limit. That's what meatbags do. Yeah, good business, man. Good business. Absolutely. Good work. Good work. I'm proud of you. Papa Scribble, seal of approval there. And guess what? He also got Malachos. All right. Who's next on my list? Next on my list is Ferrus. Ferrus, are you still in the chat? Ferrus, are you still in the chat? Good sir. Sound off in the chat if you are still there, and we will get your roster review. You're very welcome, Aslan. Thank you for supporting the tribe. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. If Ferrus is not there, we'll be moving on to Smurfen. You're here. Ferrus, could you pass me your ally code, please, good sir? And then any context for your roster. Spirit hits like a truck, but I suppose in the current meta of Night Sisters, probably not that valuable. Boom, boom, boom. Do, 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 do. Just waiting on ally code from Ferrus. Okay, there we go. I see it. Good business. Good business. Ba-da-ba-da. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Bum-ba-dum. Bum-ba-dum. Ferrus, all in. I think that's probably you. 7.1 million of your earthly GP. You can move. Thank you, Emmett. Appreciate you, buddy. I know, Wolfie, right? Yeah, so how's the queue looking? It's looking absolutely jam-packed. Like, we've stopped taking on additional people because I'm already half an hour over my stream time. But there we go. There we go. So, Ferrus, You just finished Leia, kind of in limbo right now. Okay, 7.1 million. There's going to be plenty for you to focus on. Love that you've got Leia. 7.1 million. You've got 3 GLs. One of them is Leia. Absolutely great position to be in. Excuse me 1 second. I will be back. Apologies. Who's singing? Have a nice night, and I don't think you absolutely need to do another Unheard roster. Indeed, Emmett. Indeed. Okay, cool. Thank you, Emmett. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. So, love the position of the roster at 7.1 mil. That's absolutely huge. Having Leia means you can really push that raid score, which is going to give you a load of Mark 3 and Mark 2 and Mark 1 guild tokens, right? And that will help you really boost your development in your roster. So you should be thinking about other ways to improve. Now, my immediate suggestion is to try and get Jabba, but I don't know what your bounty hunters are looking like. I don't know what your rebels are looking like. Not seeing any Santee action over here. But honestly, right now, I still feel like Jabba offers the most value to a roster outside of raids, because Smuggler's Run 2 in itself is so good for mod farming, mod calibrating and all that business. Jabba is still a phenomenal GL, with always viable in one way or another, and performs very well in TB. Has his own line of missions all the way through the midsection of TB, and still performs really well in PvP environments as well. So if you're looking for a GL to go for, I would suggest probably thinking about going for Jabba, just because he offers so much. He offers so much. Just take a look at the ships, because you have to take it in the context of capital ships. Yeah, I'm working on your CL team and JKL. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Let me go back over here. For some reason, that chat is not refreshing properly, and I don't know why. Okay, working on Jedi Knight Luke and CLS right now. Okay, so pushing down that path, you'll be able to go Jabba. Once you do Jabba, you'll also be able to push into JML. It's not too far of a switch after that. However, I am a little bit concerned on the fleet front. You've got your Executor, not at 7 stars yet. That's perfectly acceptable. But obviously missing a little bit of depth in the fleet. And I think that's probably going to be your weakest point. In your main character roster, having these GLs is really, really valuable. But I think your fleet is probably letting you down just a little bit. So you said you're doing Jedi Knight Luke. Let's take a look. I'm assuming Admiral Radis is not looking too hot. Yeah, okay, fair enough. What about Sith Empire? I'm assuming, yeah, they need a lot of love as well. Okay, so you do need to consider about trying to shore up the fleet a little bit. Because, like, the further you get into GAC, the higher you climb, the harder it gets to win those fleet battles without having a big toolbox available to you. It's also super useful for TB as well, being able to use Profundity as well as a Negotiator as well as Executor to really push through. Thoughts on Drogon Army now that Kron is being dusted? I still think the Drogon Army has value. I just think that Leia overall, her viability, especially on defense, has dropped off an absolute cliff. So 50% max health is nothing to sneeze at, especially when he's the damage dealer of the team. Being able to make sure he can survive a hit or two is useful. Start a battle, it's a rebel tank. Drogon is immune to ability block. Immunity to ability block is also useful. Start of each turns, he dispels debuffs. Now, this is still a really good army. Yeah, it's still a really good army. I'd still value it, but I think Leia's coming off defense, so... and I think offensively speaking, she's still going to have a lot of viability. Cool. Yeah, so I'd say Jabba would be priority farm for you. I know you're doing Jedi Knight Luke right now. Hey, thank you so much for the €5 there, but we are not taking any more roster reviews right now. We are not taking any more roster reviews right now. I am very sorry. I can put you on a list to get through next time. You can skip my roster review. I was just so impressed by the 50 push-ups. Oh, thank you so much, Music. I really do appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. Great roster review, Scribe. Before I leave, I want to shout out to Lord Nate Dog and Aslan one more time. Had a lot of fun seeing them being roasted. Incredible people. Ah, nice stuff. HBK, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. I was one of the first? Ah, right, okay. I also spent €5. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry, I was getting a bit confused by stuff coming through there. Yeah, so working on Jedi Knight Luke, I do recommend pushing through to Jabba, but then think about trying to get Profundity. It's a lot easier to get, much lower hanging fruit than trying to get over to Leviathan, which is a very expensive ship. It's good, but the cost of entry, I think, is too high for a lot of people. So have a think, push through Jedi Knight Luke, go ahead and push for Jabba. Jabba will give you a lot more viability in PvP environments and helps out in TB. Doesn't do much for your raid performance, but you're already going to be in a good position for 7.1 mil with Leia alone. Her Rex will get you decent scores in the raid, no problem. We're talking 8 million plus easily. Get Jabba, then move on into Profundity. You do need to start shoring up those fleets a little bit. Loving to see the Star Killer, R7 Star Killer, double Omni. Right now, I think DR at R5 is absolutely fine for where you're at. Obviously, you'll need them at Relic 9 later on down the line. How's the trench looking? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that trench. Trench is completely not there. Trench officially about as far back on the bench as you can get. Bam, I do recommend having more Relic levels on him, especially in the current environment, but Relic 5 will do for now. Obviously not a massive priority for you at the moment. Does help bleed over into his fleet game as well. Bastila Fallen, totally fine. It's like, missing the old Zeta over here as well. That's okay though. Alright, bottom of the roster. Zori Bliss is always being slept on, my bro. Zori Bliss always being slept on. She's good. I'm saying that with her slept on, but you know, she's good. So you're not pushing for Jedi Knight Cal at the moment. That's okay. I feel you could probably wait until it becomes permanently farmable. It won't be long. It'll be like 6 months until he's permanently farmable, and you'll need that time most likely to get ready. I do think it's more important for you right now to be pushing for that GL Jabba. Rey, yeah, I mean, your resistance is not on the cards right now. Unaligned Force users as well, not on the cards. I like the fact that these characters are not even invested in at all, because it shows you're taking the right mindset to it, of you're not kind of taking things to gear 8 and putting Zetas on characters that you don't need to. So good job there. I mean, you know, we've got a few outliers there, but on the whole, you're doing a pretty good job of that. Too much investment in Omega though. Profundity works phenomenally at lower stars. Really does. Really does work well. You'd need to get that Mon Mothma up as well if you want to pivot into JML. She's also very, very good. Even to this day, she's very useful. The Cal Kestis, again, you're probably invested in Cal Kestis to get some use in Conquest, I imagine, which is okay. Fennec is something to consider for your bounty hunters to give you an option for a counterattack to Lord Vader, but yeah, she'd need a lot of loving to get up there. You'll need her eventually for Jabba anyway, so that'll be on the cards. Again, we've already spoken around Hondo, haven't we? Hondo and getting up for Afra. Afra is very good, but I don't think Afra should be a priority for you right now, personally. So, yep. Does he have a Dark Side Mandos because he has Django at Relics? I mean, no. Django at Relics, but no Dark Side Mandos. I mean, Django is an R7 requirement, isn't he? For something. I'm forgetting. Is it JMK? Is it JMK? I forget who Django is an R7 requirement for. Separatists? I doubt it. I mean, yeah, the Separatists have got some investment. That Grievous, though. That Grievous needs some loving for JMK. Yeah, thanks, guys. It's been a while. It's been a while since JMK came out. So I'm forgetting. I like the fact that you got the Zeta on Watsambor, even though he's not 7 stars, even though he's not like Gear 12, well, Gear 11, I guess. So that's still good stuff. That's still good stuff. So probably just Relic for JMK. Well, I mean, he doesn't have JMK yet. And he's not working towards JMK at the moment. But, I mean, it'll pay off. It'll pay off eventually. Yeah. Cool. Let's keep going through here. Yeah, the Grievous needs some loving. Qui-Gon Jinn could definitely use some loving. You've got the Omicron over there on him. If you've got the Omicron, you'll kind of want him at least at Relic 3 to try and take advantage of some Datacrons, but more would be better. Again, CLS is just not getting the respect today. CLS teams are not getting the respect they deserve. It's a shame to see. It's a shame to see. But I don't think... I want to say that you're better off focusing on the top rather than that sort of the belly. I know some people like to call it backbone teams, and sure, you can call it a backbone team. I'd actually think it's the wrong analogy to make. I'd call your GL teams the backbone teams and everything else is the meat. But hey, Relic Wicket is crazy. Did he have a Relic Wicket? I mean, that's for Leia. He's got GL Leia, so that's why Wicket is Relic 3. Similar to your approach with Cup. R9 Cup will be needed for something eventually. I want to start a new account. It would be so much fun. Yeah, I mean, the mid game is really, really different these days. Yeah. Wicket R3 is required for Leia. Yeah. Your Phoenix are obviously a Lightspeed bundle Phoenix. I mean, I'm disappointed, obviously. Hey, but you got the Hera Army on there. Of course, your Captain Rex will be R7 for Leia, so I imagine you're like getting some use out of this team. I'm happy for that. They just need more love, more attention, more devotion. And your Phoenix will be golden. All right, cool. Alrighty. Ferris, is there anything else that you want a little bit of advice on? Or... I'm loving the army on Savage Press, by the way. Captain Phasma's is still decent as well. You need a little bit more loving over here eventually, but... You got some solid Omni choices. Solid Omni choices. That's good business. Solid roster, mate. Solid roster. Mods, yeah, we'll do what? We will cover mods. Now that's good. Thanks for the advice. You're very welcome. So let's check out the mod score. Mod score coming up for Ferris. Let's see how we're looking, baby. Let's see how we're looking, how we're cooking. Oh, I did the mod score for myself. You don't want to be seeing my mod score. That's not what we're here for. Here we go, Ferris. We got you. I got you, babe. Let's see. A mod score of 2.74 definitely needs a bit of that loving, buddy. Ferris, don't be neglecting those mods. Don't be neglecting those mods. Been working on them. We've got a lot of work to do, though. Hey, at least you're aware of it. So, as we've been saying, triple refresh that mod energy every single day that you can. Make sure you're farming new mods, slicing new mods, looking out for the mods that matter. Let's be honest, 90% of the time it's just speed secondaries. Keep on slicing them. If you need advice and guidance, go check out some YouTube videos. There's some great stuff out there. Not my stuff, of course, because if I put out a how to mod guide, even though it would probably be... No, I'm not, it would be okay, I'm sure, but there are smarter people than I am that probably work out the odds. I just know how to get semi-decent mods. Where do you use Phoenix since you love them so much? Killing Reaver? That's always a good win. They can take out pretty much anything, let's be honest. Outside of GLs, back in the day, they could take out GLs as well with their Datacron. TW, they're just phenomenal with that Zeta. With that Omicron, sorry. But even without it, Captain Rex with his Omicron and GAC is amazing. So, it's just good times. It's good times. They are a great, great team. So yeah, definitely keep pushing on those mods. Definitely keep pushing on those mods. Let's close that one down. I'd say that's very Datacron dependent, Ada. Like, you're not beating a Bauschcron. You're not going to beat a Bauschcron Jabba, surely. Oh, I'm assuming you wouldn't. I would assume you just get a bunch of thermals and die. And JML, I have no idea on JML, truth be told. I very rarely see it. Alright, who's next then? Smurfin. Smurfin, are you in the chat? Smurfin, you still here? Boop, boo, doo, doo, boom. Alright, Smurfin, I believe I have your ally code already. Do you want to give me some context for your roster, good sir? we've got Smurfin, then we've got Shath, then we've got Ada. And then we're done. Just finished Jabba, working on Nisa. Are you pushing for GL Leia then? 8.2 mil. Aces of the Black Squadron represent Bivon Blast. Is this you? Sorry, just checking some stuff. That is you. Good. Nightwings suck for flying. Oh, do they really? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, cool. This is actually you then, Smurfin. Cool. Let's go take a look then. Let me catch up real quick. Been working on mods. Lot to do. Where is my chat? Where is my chat? Where is my chat? Yes, I am. Just finished Jabba. Working on Nisa. Good. Did I do... Zaravan, I'm really sorry. Did you donate or something? Let me just check through all this again. Hold up. I'm sorry if I've missed you. Bear with. I don't want to have missed you. Just checking through here. Yeah, this is still all donation stuff, Sir Evan. Like, it's been going on for about an hour. Well, longer than that. Yeah, the list, I mean, to get an idea, guys, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 long. So I do apologize. You are on the list, but I didn't have you down as a donation list. I had you on the standard list. Okay, cool. So, just finished this. I apologize, Smurfin. Did you say you are pushing for Leia right now? Or did I make that assumption? The infamous Ewoks. R9 Ewoks. Now I have to throw up. What? Oh my days! I didn't even... Oh my... Well. So, are you just trying to have a game of catch up with the gerbil or something? Or you just really love those little fluffy things, huh? Smurfin is... Alright, yeah, no, never met Smurfin before. I guess I have now. Look at all those Relic 9 Ewoks. So do you remember earlier in this stream where I said I hate Ewoks because they're trash? Smurfin doesn't. Smurfin loves them Ewoks. Smurfin loves them Ewoks. I mean, 5 Relic 9s and a Relic 8, and you're now working on Nisa. Oh, days. Everybody's allowed a passion project. I ain't going to argue with anybody that wants to have a passion project. All right? But... choices were made here. Choices were made. Okay. You have no Relic 9 GLs, but you've got 5 Relic 9 Ewoks. Or 4 Relic 9 Ewoks. Was it 5? I can't remember. Scout T-Bone Nisa will be Relic 9 by the end of June. Oh my days. Hey, man. You love your murder bears, you go full murder bear. Like, the most important thing is that you have fun. It's a game at the end of the day, right? You're here to have fun. But we're also allowed to have fun by making fun of your choices. That is the rule. That is the rule. Within reason, of course, within reason. Reasonable amount of fun to be had. Those murder bears probably do actually murder some things. Let's quickly check out your JML. Like, honestly, he needs to be Relic 9. Forget the murder bears for one mo... Defense. Swap that out for protection. Crit damage. Swap that out for protection. Protection. Confusingly modded. Get more protection on your JML. Okay, Lord Vader then. Let's quickly check out the Moderoos on Lord Vader. Speed, crit damage, protection. This is fine. This is fine. Like, you could probably go pump this protection up to about 200k, truth be told. But I'll leave that in your hands. If you want to go a little bit more offensive based, that's okay. That's okay. Jabba, yeah. I mean, Jabba is a tricky customer. You want him to be relatively fast. He's a slow GL in general. So if you can get him over 235, would be better. But, you know, crit chance is not that important on him. But I guess you care more about getting the speed up. You still some mods from him for your... Oh my god. It's like, sorry, GLs. Got to take those off. My Ewoks need mods. My Ewoks need mods. All right. So, yeah. Your Ewoks be thick. Well, I guess we can check out... We can... Holy moly. That Paplu's got a lot of health. 172k health. 254. What does he gain? 50% speed when he's not taunting? Is it that? 381. That's a fast Paplu. Oh no, 25% speed. $317. Not quite as fast. Scribe is in physical pain. Yes. Yes. A little bit of physical pain watching all this investment. I'm assuming this guy's got like... I was going to say the crit damage or offense, but offense and crit damage. Yeah, you definitely focused the mods on these Ewoks, didn't you, bro? 125 additional speed over here, 8.5k. I mean, the thing is when you do get Nisa, this team will actually be really strong, relatively speaking, for Ewoks. But hey, you know what it is? It is what it is. Yeah, some choices were definitely made. Speed and potency? Potency and health. Okay. Potency. I mean, yeah, you are modding them correctly, you know. Well, I mean, you know, I'm not arguing that. I question your sanity a little bit. Only having fun. Only having fun. All right. So, Malak over there with the double Zeta. We got the Gen Knight Luke. Let's check out your Rebels real quick. Rebels. CLS. Yep. I mean, you've got good investment in your CLS. I'm happy to see it because most people that we've looked at today have neglected their CLS beyond. So Captain Drogon and Captain Rex are not being invested in, but you're going for Nisa because you love Ewoks. That's okay. I will forgive a person their passion project. That's absolutely fine, even if it is as nuts as full R9 Ewoks. Maul is at R5. Could probably do with a little bit of that loving on your old Maul to help him out. You know, more relics means he's got more base offense, which means he's going to deal more damage, etc., etc. Looking at the rank 1 Ewok Paplu on health in the game. Wow, okay. He is the healthiest Paplu in the world. You definitely modded him then. Okay, Embo has got his Omni, so at least you appreciate a bit of TW action. I won't judge there. Bosk. Ooh, I think this is going to highlight a bit of an issue. Yeah, you need a... Ooh, your fleet game... Your fleet game definitely needs some loving, my friend. This is the biggest letdown of your roster, even more so than the crazy E9 Woks. You need to work on your fleets. Your fleet game needs some work. Get that Executor. Get that Executor done. It's a relatively easy, low-hanging fruit capital ship to be getting for. It'll be a lot easier than try to going for Rogue One, for example, which obviously isn't your priority right now. But get Executor. That would be number one priority as far as I'm concerned. Get your Executor done. You can then even push into C. You've got Lord Vader done already. So Executor already helps you with a couple of the characters required to push into C. So does Lord Vader. Lots of double dipping there. Quick and easy GL. You'll knock it out in no time flat. And try and focus on getting that one up there. Same with the R8 Kit Fisto, because you lost a bet. I mean, you've seen my roster. I've got some questionable R9s. Sub goals and all that, but Kit Fisto, oof, that Kit Fisto, that's painful. That is painful, but at least he's got big eyes, so I mean, silver lining and everything like that. Placed Embos on me because you lost the bet. Oh, that's a real shame because it's actually a decent Omni, truth be told. It's a decent Omni in TW. Oh, excuse me. I am tired now. It's 11:30. Okay, let's keep pushing through. I believe we've got Shalth, is it? And then Ada. Alrighty. So, obviously, Fennec is done because you've got Jabber up there. I would recommend probably just a little bit more loving on the bounty hunters over here. Now, Fennec doesn't need to go to Relic 8. It's nice, but not necessary. Bosk at Relic 4 is just a little on the low side. If you could pump him up Relic 5, Relic 6, Relic 7, you'll be in better position there. Then you pair that up with, you know, Grief and OG Mando, who are both there. So I think Grief is missing a Zeta, but you'll be able to get yourself a relatively reliable Fennec counter. Now, in the current Datacron set, I will say, you know, largest pinch of salt, because this current Datacron set kind of poo-poos all over special attackers, which Fennec is. Did the stream buffer for anyone else? Let me know. I haven't had any notifications of drop frames or anything. Righto, let's go to the bottom of the roster then and see what you're missing. Zori Bliss and Afra, obviously. At least they're not massively invested in. You don't have resistance at this time, I don't think. It's not a priority for you, so... Whoa, hang on. You're close to Rey. Do you have Rey? No, you don't have Rey. You're very close to Rey. Get Rey. Light side bundle. Get Rey. Like, you're there. Basically. I mean, sure, you need BB-8 investment. You need a couple of relic levels here and there and stuff, but... Get Rey. And get Zori. And don't resist. You know what I mean? Yeah. So potentially then maybe that's your next farm. But I do think GL shouldn't be your priority. I think you do need to make sure you first and foremost get that Executor. I think your fleet is letting you down at the minute. Basically the same with the First Order. So basically you are really close to getting another 2 GLs. Like, I think you're probably struggling with too much. As in, you have too much that you can just about finish off. 2 GLs that are on the precipice of being finished off, right? And the real weakness in your roster is actually your fleet, not your GLs. Right now. With where you're at. Gideon. No armies and stuff, but he's not fully invested in, so I'm not going to be too mad about it. Again, Savage. Yeah, you're missing some key teams, like your Imperial Troopers, like your Treya squad, I'm guessing. Yeah, Treya needs a little bit of loving and all that, but that's fine. You can round these out in time. So long as you're focused on what you need to do. Yeah. Like, I don't know if you still need to get Finalizer up to 5-star, if you still need to get the Radis up to 5-star, you know, the capital ships now, for those Galactic Legend events. But it's kind of important that you get them finished off as soon as possible, give you a massive boost to your roster's capabilities. And then think about, get that Executor up and running. Be able to dip into sea super quickly after that. Get Cal for Rey? I mean, you can. You can get Cal for Rey. Obviously, he does elevate her quite a bit. But I wouldn't say, like, massively rushing that is going to be the game changer. So you'll still lose to the same counters with Cal. It's just better off with. I'm guessing you got the Lightspeed bundle as well for Starkiller. So I think that, like, don't get me wrong, if you're going to make investments into the game, those Lightspeed bundles are the highest value. But I think the problem you're finding is, like I said, you've probably got no Zetas, and you're kind of like almost there with a bunch of stuff. So you're going to be in a good position, but you're at this crunch at the minute with too much to invest in, and you're probably a little bit deer in the headlights, don't know where to go first, right? Unfortunately, Starkiller is really great. He's really great, but his team is a little bit weird, right? Because you need to be having Palpatine's lead, and then you'll be throwing in with Mara Jade, obviously, but then you'll want unaligned Force users. So you'll want someone like Visas Mar, for example. You could throw him in with Scav Rey, but it's not a good character to have there, so you'd want to have someone like Visas Mar invested for your Starkiller, and then you'll want a Jedi tank to go with it for an optimal thing. You want a Jedi tank, so you could throw in Earl Ben, but it kind of draws you in all kinds of different directions. Now, there are obviously a load of comps that you can use with Starkiller, but that's kind of like your prototypical Starkiller comp. I can see why you might be a little bit overwhelmed about what to do. They're really great value, those kits, but they put you in a position where you've got so much that you're close to, and such a strain on where to spend your Zetas. So, yeah, you just got to take one path, go all in on it. Go, like, say you're going to finish off Slacker, for example. Just get all the Zetas for that team that you need, right? Then you go for Ray, get all the Zetas on that team that you need. Then you go for Starkiller, finish that off. So, yeah, good business. All right, then. Anything else you want advice on, Smurf? Anything else you want advice on, apart from maybe refund all your Ewoks? I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Like I said, you're completely allowed to have a passion project. It's definitely the craziest Ewoks that I've seen on an 8.2 mil account. So, Ewoks exec than the rest of the Lightspeed bundles? I think so, Smurf, yeah. I think getting that Executor is of paramount importance. Of paramount importance. Oh, Wolfie. Not let your ADHD brain take you... Yeah, don't lose focus. Like, write it down on a piece of paper and slap your head into it. Just like, this is what I need to do. It's the only way I learn. Hey, Kato, how you doing, buddy? All right, we'll do you a quick mod score then. Mod score. Oh, crap, I've done me again. Keep on forgetting to hit that ally code modifier. Let's just double check to make sure this is the correct account. I've not done the same one again, have I? Nope, this is you. All right, cool. Let's get you out. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. All right, that mod score of 2.86 could be worse. Could definitely be a whole lot better. Now make sure, part of your routine every single day, triple refresh that mod energy. Whoops, sorry. That's the wrong screen that I just highlighted there. I apologize. Triple refresh that mod energy every single day. Farm mods, farm slicing materials. What I tend to do is I tend to farm the slicing materials from the first two nodes. Yeah, get them up to about 150, 200 each. Then I just farm mods until my inventory's full. Level them up. Slice the ones that are important. Profit. Get a load of speed. Easy money. It just takes a lot of time. Unfortunately, mods is not something that you can really accelerate too much. It costs a heck of a lot of whaley actions to do that. So, yeah. Super. Thank you so much, Smurfin. I enjoyed looking at your roster. You crazy person, you. All right. Who is next? We've got Shelf. Shelf, are you still in the chat, my friend? Shelf. Shelf, I need you. I need him. No worries, Smurfin. Don't take anything I say too seriously. Shelf is here. Shelf is indeed here. Let me try and pull through your ally code. Hang on. For some reason, my chat is acting really, really weirdly again. So, bear with me, caller. Bear with me, caller. Shelf is here. I'll need your ally code, Shelf. I didn't manage to get it before. Unfortunately, Elemental Raven, we're only going to be doing one more after this, Ada, and then I need to call it. I'm very sorry. I'll have to catch you guys another time. You're working on Leviathan right now and trying to figure out the next thing to focus on. You're looking at Jedi Knight Cal, Inquisitors, Afra, and Jabba, but as far as smaller investments. Also consider upgrading your 5 first, Zori, Savage, Fennec, Nihilus. Wow, that's a heck of a lot, Shelf. Yeah, chuck me your ally code, Shelf, and we'll start digging in, okay? Do you know what time it is? It's 25 to midnight on a work day. How long has this stream been running, guys? How long have we been streaming for? 3.5 hours? Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. Past midnight now, so maybe I should go to sleep, or do I stay up all night? You have to... Ooh, ouch. That's rough. Okay, yeah, I got your ally code now, Shelf. Just confirm for me that this is your ally on the screen. Will do, music. Music will do. All right, mate. I've got a note for you. Okay, cool. This is you. All right, Shalth. So Shalth has got 9.3 million GP and is in the True Senate. I am the Senate. Good. Good business. Loving to see that GL layer already up there and running. Will do, Corvin. Will do, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GLs. You're rocking a good, healthy amount of GLs for 9 million GP. So congratulations. Pat yourself on the back, good sir. So let me just catch up on what you were suggesting about your account. You're working on Leviathan right now. Good. Trying to figure out the next thing to focus on. I'm looking at Jedi Knight Cal, Inquisitors, Afra, and Jabba, but as far smaller investments. Let's get that focus all the way down nice and narrow. You focus on one thing. Let's not focus on 14. Also considering upgrading 5 of first, Zori Savage, Fennec, Nihilus, and some Night Sisters to relics, but advice on what would be best. What would be best is to throw out all of them and focus on one thing. You can't invest in everything all at once. I can see you've already got R9 Radis, which is great, which means you're probably most of the way there to getting your... Oh no, okay, your profundity is just a case of get it up to 7 stars. Perfect. So the investment there is largely minimal. You're probably thinking, what, crystals to refresh the event, maybe? I don't know, I'm assuming. Just missing the ult on Rey. So I guess you've only recently unlocked GL Rey. So the first and foremost thing that would be obvious would be unlock GL Jabba. I know once you've got all these GLs, one additional GL and you think is it going to be worth it. Jabba is one of those characters that is massively, massively worth it. You should have 7-star profundity next event. Huge. So that is where I would say you need to throw your investment. Okay? Throw your investment fully behind unlocking Jabba. You've already got the profundity. You've not got Leviathan, which is, that's okay. You can live without that. If you've got the 2 GL ships that are exec and profundity, you can live without Leviathan in the short term, in the medium term. It's obviously a nice ship to have, but it's not entirely necessary. For where you're at 9.3 million, having all these GLs and having 2 of the GL capital ships, I would say you're in a strong position right now. You'll be even stronger if you focus on getting Jabba. Jabba is still a really powerful PvE and PvP unit and gives you a lot of help with your mods with the Smuggler's Run 2. So focus on getting Jabba after you've finished on Profundity. After that, we'll talk about some side projects that you can think about, right? So you're saying Jedi Knight Cal. Unless you are ready for Jedi Knight Cal right now, you're not going to be ready in time. Tarful, you're two stars away. I'm making assumptions here, but Jedi Knight Cal is due to come back anytime now. And if he doesn't come back now, you will see him in about 3 months' time when he goes like fully farmable. I think it's 3 months, might be 6 months. No, it would be about 3 months' time. I'd have to confirm. It's probably around mid-year that Jedi Knight Cal came out. So he's going to be permanently available then. So there's no real rush. I can see your Tarful is at 5-star. Let's take a look at Cal, for example. Cal's at 7 stars, so Cal's there. What about Seer? Seer is still 2 stars off. And Merrin. Merrin is done. Okay, so you've got a couple of characters that you still need to finish up before you're actually Jedi Knight Cal ready. He came out on 23rd of June. Okay. I would plan to be ready for the 23rd of June. I wouldn't plan to do it now because he should come out within the next month. And you could probably be ready. Maybe. It just depends. What I don't want to do is I don't want to recommend you push for something, miss the event, and then that investment is largely wasted for another, 4 months. Which, 5 months, really. There is no salvation outside of Leviathan. Should have a result today. Awesome. Okay. Apologies, 1 second. Bear with me, caller. So your JML is only Relic 7, and that makes me a little bit sad. If you get the moment, try to relicate him. I think, obviously, you've thrown a bunch of relics on characters over a relatively short period of time. What I'm assuming here. So you're probably absolutely starved. Thanks for the time, buddy. See you next time. Have a good one. I'm out. Hey, peace out, music. Thank you so much for your support today. I've got you down as the first person for a roster review next time, okay? Cool. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you. Okay. So, Jabba, I feel, is your first farm after you finish there. You were talking about shoring up the 501st. Now, the 501st are a perfectly acceptable team. They've lost a little bit of their luster in recent years, seeing a little bit of a revitalization with Captain Rex, which you do have, but you're probably not thinking about splitting Captain Rex, throwing 501st, and it's really sort of a GAC PvP team. Quite nuanced, I guess. I don't think that this is a massive priority for you right now. It's still a really good team, don't get me wrong, and you'll be perfectly fine with like full R5, low level of investment, but it can definitely wait until after you've done Jabba, in my opinion. The way I look at it is every single relic level that you invest in something that's not your current farm will delay you by a certain number of weeks. And I would rather you get to the point where you've got Jabba, a month sooner than not. That's my personal take on it. Getting Reva this week. Be glad to get her to relic and spend all my leftover gear. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So CLS looks up and running. Jedi Knight Luke. So you don't need to worry about having Jedi Knight Luke ready for Jabba. I mean, yeah, you needed him for JML, didn't you? The Grievous is all set up and running. Super. Smashing. See no problems here. These Ommis are totally fine. Maybe a couple more relics in Commander Ahsoka, but it's not a priority right now, I don't feel. All of this is fine. Mace could probably do with a little bit of loving. And Malak. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about Leviathan right now. Do you have the Fury? You do have Fury. Well done. Good for you. You've obviously prioritized making sure you red box Conquest, which is good business. Keep it up. Keep it up. I recommend anybody that has the chance of red boxing Conquest to do it. You'd be surprised at how far you can get. Starkiller, again, is probably just a case of you've had too much to invest in. R5 is salvageable. More relics is always more better. Your Omicron choices are good, by the way. Your Omicron choices are very good. BAM could probably use a little bit of loving as well on the old relics. And if you rely on the first order counter at all, you probably want to take Hux to Relic 6 to counter execs. But hey, maybe you don't use that counter. I love that there's no Sidious Zeta. You don't need that Zeta. And Scout again, unless you get Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, you don't need the Zetas on him. You certainly don't need the Omicron. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a solid roster. For 9.3 mil, you've got a really solid roster here, mate. What's the actual fudge? Why do you have an Omicron on Sortie? I was praising you for your Omicron choices and all this, and then I see this monstrosity. Tell me you lost a bet. You misclicked it yesterday. Ouch. Oh no. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's brutal. The first time the first enemy to take a turn is defeated. If there are other active enemies, excluding summons, all allies are revived with 60% health gain, damage immunity, and instant defeat immunity for 2 turns. They can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. The revive can't be prevented. God. Brutal. That has to be one of the lowest invested Ommis in the entire game. Must be. But hey ho, it's done now. What can you do about it? Missing some Zetas on Basti Fallen. I think she's got a Zeta. Yeah, she's definitely got a Zeta. The Qui-Gon Omni is fine. The Chief Chirper one is questionable, but I'll let it slide. Let's check out the Imp Troopers. I would recommend K2SO as your tank, by the way, for Rogue One. If you need something to round out your Rogue One, K2SO is phenomenal. All right, yeah, this could definitely use some loving. So if you're looking for low-hanging fruit, side projects after you finish your Jabba farm, your Imp Troopers are like nearly amazing. Like very nearly amazing. Because all you'd have to do to this is get Dark Trooper up to like Relic 5 minimum, preferably Relic 7 or Relic 8. And this team is transformed. All right. Obviously, better with Range Trooper. Moff Gideon can be used, but doesn't need to be at all. Especially with current Datacron sets. Amazing team. So this is like low levels of investment for high value return, in my opinion. Okay. Especially, like I said, with current Datacron stats. So that would be one place to stop. Now, you're talking about Zori as an investment. It would work. That would be another huge way. Yeah. Just one character to invest in. One character to invest in transforms your leftover resistance, your Finns, your Bag Bros. Get your Zori Bliss up there. Throw in Rose Tico. Phenomenal team for just one additional character up to high relics with an Omicron. I do recommend you doing it. Definitely. Alright. So, Fennec for your bounty hunt. I should check out bounty hunters rather than scoundrels. That would be the better way of looking at that. Fennec over here. I mean, you've got the rest of it. You've got the rest of it for the counter. The only thing I'd say to hold off on this is the current Datacron set is really sort of counter Fennec, and it's never 100% guaranteed counter anyway. So maybe hold back on that one. The lowest applied Omi is Tarful, not including Beskar, Gideon, and Grogu, who are more recent. Yeah, that makes sense. Most people don't have Beskar, Gideon, and Grogu. Sortie is not that far either. Ouch. Good to know though, Melskiel. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you'll need Fennec invested anyway for when you get Jabba. So that's going to form part and parcel of you farming out Jabba. So that's totally fine. Zori, Fennec, Nihilus, Night Sisters. I honestly, like, Night Sisters are good, but I have a hard time recommending them. Yes, they've got an assault battle, so they can pay off for themselves over time, which is fine. But is it really worth sidestepping? Because you'd want like 4 more relic characters, ideally, to round out this team. And that's just delaying your farms quite massively. So personally, I'd go with a nope. I'd say you can hold off on Night Sisters. Jedi Knight Cal, you said, was your other one. No, we've already went over Jedi Knight Cal. Probably wait until June when he goes fully into the thing. More important for you to get Jabba, I think, right now. Fennec, Nihilus. So let's take a look at your Sith. Let's take a look at your Sith. So you've got your Traya. You've got the Traya army. You've got Darth Talon over there. You've got Savage with the Omi, Nihilus and Scion. Okay, Scion. You don't need Scion, especially if you're running Savage. And in 3v3s, it's not that necessary. He is nice to have, but it's not massively necessary. Yes, this would be a good investment for you. Taking them to like Relic 5, Savage could probably go higher, is a good investment. But again, I'd recommend focusing your farms first. Getting Jabba will give you the Fennec counter. Throwing one Relic, getting Zori up to Relic levels gives you a full team immediately. This is an extra 2 characters, but can you see how easy it is to go from, I'll do one little side project here. You go from having one character to transform a team to relicking 4 or 5 characters back to back to back, and that's half a GL. You know what I mean? So I'd focus first and foremost, get that Jabba done. Then get the low-hanging fruit, get Zori done. Then maybe think about going over to Nihilus and Savage. And you'll be in a good position. Night Sisters, I think you can wait for. Traya Sith, 2-shop Jabba just as easily, apart from that Daft Bauschkron. Yeah, and that's still going to be around for a bit yet. So, okay, anything else you want a little bit of advice on, Shelf? Or should we take a look at your mods? Do. How's it swiggering? Indeed. How's it swiggering? Indeed. That was very helpful. Thinking about Night Sisters for a Jabba counter. I mean, Afro is a better Jabba counter. You do need to work on your mods? Well, we'll have a look now. Let's see what your mods say. Your mods say 3.42. Yes, you need to work on your mods. But it's a lifelong endeavor. Just as I've been saying all day. Make sure you take time out of your day to triple refresh that mod energy. Keep on working on them. I know it's annoying, it's a pain in the arse, but it's worth it. It's worth it, baby. All right, we're coming up to our last roster review of the day then. Ada, I assume you're still here. Ada is indeed still here. What is that sheet for mods? Descending Madness? That is the that's the Omega bot That's the Omega bot. Lots of Discord servers have them. It's on my Discord server as well. It's very easy to use. I'll link my Discord in case you want to go in there and have a play. It's got its dedicated channel within my Discord, but you're probably in some Discord channels already that use it. All right. So Ada, I assume I can probably just go over here and you're still going to be in my friends list. I don't think I've removed anybody in months. Doop doop boop doop boop boom doop boop doop doop boom. Here we are. Found you. Ooey. All right, the Secret Fire. Somebody's a Lord of the Rings fan. Wielder of the Flame of Arnor. All right, 6.7 million Secret Fire. What have you recently worked on? Give me some context to the roster. Pretty please. And if you actually want any advice on anything, or if you just want me to look at some stuff. The Secret Fire. Yeah, the Secret Fire is it's a Tolkien thing. It's a Tolkien thing. Boom, ba 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 ba. So you recently got Ray, finished that journey, working on tier 6, 5 wins so far. After that, anything's up for grabs. So do you want some guidance on where you should potentially focus your roster? Obviously, finishing off Ray is the priority right now. Loving the R9 Sabine Red, by the way. Do Ewoks, Smurfing. I guess the quick and dirty one would be Zori. You've already got some investment there. Zori has gone accelerated now. Highly recommend getting her done. She will transform an additional resistance team for you. So your resistance team is already going to be sorted and already reset. So getting Zori up there, getting her to like Relic 5, throwing her in with OG Finn, with the Bag Bros and Rose Tico. There we go. I mean, you've got the Rose Tico army as well. It's even better. So you've probably already used this team, I guess. Just get her up to relics and you'll be golden. That's like low-key, easy, once and done investment. I know that you've got Starkiller, and Starkiller is phenomenal. But let's take a think and look at ships. Ships. All right, I can see that Negotiator over here, your Kenobi, doesn't have much of that loving. Oh, might be something to consider, just getting a couple of additional relic levels across your capital ship pilots. Because there's no exec here. There's no profundity. You've got, look at it this way, you've got 2 Galactic Legends, which sort of help you in the ground game. You've got Starkiller, but I imagine Fleet is where things will struggle more than anything, without having a top tier ship. And yeah, if I should work, for me, I'm too stupid to know what to do. I'm sure you're fine. I always recommend, honestly, when it comes to Fleet, Executor being the one to push for, if you don't have it. Because out of the top tier fleets, it's the easiest one to achieve, and it still does a heck of a lot of good. It's a really, really good fleet. And it rounds out your rosters really well. It also helps you push towards getting another GL, being C. Low-hanging fruit there, easily to transition from Executor into C, because, you know, you feed off, and it also boosts up your Bounty Hunter faction. You've already got an R5 Bosk as well. IG-11 Cad Bane are already Gear 12, so that's already some investment towards their respective ships. That seems like a no-brainer to me. Finishing off Ray, get Zori done. Immediate pivot then, focusing on getting the Executor. Your problem with the Executor has always been meh at 4 or 5 star. I mean, it's still a functional ship, right? It's just not as good until it hits 7 star, and that's perfectly fine. You really want it to be 5 star at least, just to get that extra reinforce, but you should be able to get some pretty good work with it at 5 stars at the very least. And honestly, when the rest of your fleet right now consists of, like, obviously the finalizer will get work done, will potentially kill execs and stuff like that. The Malev and Negotiator over here just don't have enough oomph for it. Maybe your home one, you might have some pretty decent rebel support to go with it. Talking like Millennium Falcon, that sort of thing. Let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, Bistan would need a little bit of loving in this slot here. That's a very expensive ship to gear up. Yeah, the Rebels could do with some work. The Rebels could do with some work, but it probably gives you half a decent chance with the Rebels, right? You can 3-man exec with Finalizer. There you go. That's great. Main problem with executor's always been... I know it works. I have it at 5 right now. Good stuff, Gonk. Good stuff. It works at 5 stars for everything that isn't a 7-star exec or levy. Yeah, I mean, exec versus levy is not a great fight in general, even at 7-star. You went for profundity on your alt accounts just because you get it 4-star and boom, beats almost everything right away. That's absolutely true. Like the profundity is a phenomenal ship at 3-star, at 4-star. So after Ray, you think executor? Yes, I do. Like, you're already halfway there. Well, you're not halfway there, but the thing that's really good about executor is it's a good fleet. Bounty hunters are a great faction, and you've got great support for your bounty hunters already. Not only that, you start working on your Imperial troopers. Look, you've got a Dark Trooper over there, so to get exec, you'll be working on Piet. So you'll have Piet, you'll have Veers, you'll have Dark Trooper. You've got some loving over here in Iden, so it gives you like a couple of things to work with, especially when you go into C, and C needs General Veers and needs Colonel Stark as well. Down there, needs those two R3, so you'll have Piet, and then you'll get Veers and Stark. You'll have Dark Trooper. You basically got a full Imperial Trooper team, and they still do really solid work. If you're looking for a 5th for that, you could do Gideon. I prefer to have Range Trooper in the team. I think he's more valuable personally, but that's just me. I think it just lends well into building out a couple of additional teams for you and gives you a really good fleet, right? Pushes into C as well. So you get a 3rd GL, you get a good capital ship, you get good bounty hunters, you get Imperial troopers. All good business. Yeah, we're just wrapping it up now, PK. You normally use Veers, Dark, Piet, Gideon, and Range. Yeah, that's fine. But now I'll admit Executor leans into Speeder Bike Raid at the moment. I mean, that's true, Owie. Absolutely, it is true. And, you know, Profundity does require a Relic 9, which is not necessarily achievable to everybody right now. Hey, peace out, PK. Thank you so much for the help today. Appreciate you. Alrighty. All right now. So I know about your first order investments and all your Relic 9s that you have on them. Nice. Loving the Ommis on Wampa and first order TIE Fighter Pilot. Not so hot on the Omega Ommi, but you know, you do you. Captain Rex. I mean, we'll have to look at your Phoenix, to be honest. Sabine, it would be remiss of me to not look at your Phoenix. And Phoenix Gober. Yeah, indeed. So, yeah. Your Phoenix, pretty solid. Pretty solid. We've got the Ommi. We've got the Ommi. We've got a couple of Relic 9s over here. You got some Relic 7s. You got some Relic 5s. Nice. You got that Ommi for Cam. And Rook came and messed you up. Oh, dear. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure she probably does perfectly well in Rise of the Empire, but obviously you need a hell of a lot more relic levels, unfortunately. I've not tested it. Mine is still Gear 9. My Omega just gets no love. Gets no love at all. Dash Rendar, I'm assuming you got Vandor as well. You do have Vandor, but he's a little bit on the weak sauce. So if you're ever thinking about a scoundrel team to round out, you can do, you know, Dash lead. You've got L3 as well. I mean, you could have Vandor in there. Something to consider, potentially, down the line. Not a priority right now, but something to consider. Alrighty. Commander Ahsoka Tano over there at Relic 3. I mean, you can probably use her with Padme. I don't know if you've got a Padme team already sorted out. Ooh, Bad Batch over here. Look at you. Have you started pushing for Lord Vader, or did you just want Bad Batch? Oh, sorry. You said that was for... You did it for the Cam mission, right? I mean, that's still a heavy investment. This is still a pretty heavy investment, pushing towards Lord Vader. So that's quite good for you later on. Ahsoka goes with Rey. Yeah, Ahsoka and Rey is still pretty badass. Just as a side note, like, Padme with Cat can beat JMK. With Cat. So it's good to know if ever you go down that route. Padme Cat still can beat JMK Cat, which is nice, right? Padme Cat is actually still a horrible team. It's just most people don't use it because Cat goes in stronger teams than Padme. But hey, it's good to know. It's good to have that in the back pocket. Yeah, absolutely, Ada. Absolutely. It's like the reason people don't see it a lot is because most people will have if you've got cat, most people have already got JMK. It's more common for people to have JMK no cat than cat no JMK. You know what I mean? So people often forget that Padme cat is still a thing and can still work wonders. There's still a lot of synergy there. So Malik, let's quickly check out the Sith Empire team, see how we're doing over here. This is fine. This is a fine level of investment. I really rate Sith Empire Trooper. I think he's a really great tank, but you get all the work done I think that you need from that team. I love the Bad Batch. Bad Batch are a great team still to this day. CLS still needs some loving. Still needs some loving. I mean, yeah. Yeah, they definitely need some loving. I'm guessing you could use some of Smurfson's Ewoks to help you get the C-3PO finished up. I tell you what though, the C-3PO event becomes an absolute breeze with Nisa. Like Gear 11 Nisa, or I think I did it at Gear 9 7-star Nisa. It's crazy. With Datacrons, can Padme and Cat still beat JMK? Absolutely again. You also have Datacrons. There's nothing in the current set that's going to stop Padme Cat from beating JMK Cat. Like what are they going to do to stop it exactly? You're still going to get out. You're still going to get a yeet. Still going to win. If I was going to do that, I'd have R9 Phoenix long ago. Indeed. Indeed. You still want to? Not going to lie. I mean, nothing to stop you apart from the progress in which you earn droid brains and stuff like that. The Princess Leia army? That's an interesting choice. Wouldn't necessarily recommend that. Now, if you do go the Zori route, you'll probably want a couple more Zetas on your resistance. Traya is still really good as well. Like, a Relic Omi Traya team is still phenomenal. So these four over here... All my lights went off because it's midnight. Those four over there alongside Darth Talon still make for a really solid team. You can tell I'm not supposed to be up this late. all the lights are automatically turning off. Bear with me 1 second, caller. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely a level of investment. So I'd say Executor feeds into C and also rounds out Bounty Hunters and Imperial Troopers. Get Zori done once you've finished off with Rey. Probably do that first before you start working on Executor. And work on it from there. Anything else you want advice on then, Sabine? Or we're just going to check your mods otherwise? Actually, I need to know your ally code. Because I didn't actually check it, did I? I was asking if there's anything, any other areas you want advice on before we check your mods. 673 629 276. Lovely. What did I say? What name did I say? Did I say Ada or did I say Sabine? I was wondering if your modding on Rey and Malgus were right. Yeah, absolutely. Let's check them. Absolutely. Let's check them. Oh, apologies, Ada. I'm tired. I'm tired, that's all. All right, so we've got health and offense set, which is a good sign already. As always, I recommend 2 out of 3. This is going for health and offense, so yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Yes, your Rey modding is good. Solid modding. I like it. The speed is fine for this setup. It's not too fast. The health is fine for this setup. And 11k offense at Relic 8 is good. You're in good place. Good. Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. It's good modded Rey. Well done. Can you pop into Discord quick before... Yes, absolutely. No worries, Fox. And did you say Malgus? Malgus. Ooh, Relic 9 Malgus. Love it. Right. Sorry. I'm assuming it's just all health. That's what we want to see. We want to see all health. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, 175k on the old max health. 286. Absolutely good. 100%. Smashing. That's all Malgus really cares about. Just make him as juicy as a juicy boy can be. And you got it nailed. It's got good speed on him. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff, Ada. Good stuff. Ray, Malgus, Phoenix. You know who I actually want to show off just to flex? Oh, you want to have a look at Sabine. Let's go check it out. Phoenix, Phoenix, Phoenix. We'll go ahead and check out Sabine then. Offense set with crit chance. I mean, she's going to hurt so bad. 315, good speed on her. 10.7k offense. Lovely. Nice. Yep. The Sabine there is rocking it. Yeah. No complaints on the modding. No complaints on the modding at all. Wee, 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 wee. Got to do a bit of the spinny action. All right. We've loaded up your mods then. Let's go ahead and pop them up over here. Alrighty. So 3.6 there. I saw the 7.3 there. I was about to lose my mind. But no, 3.6. So 3.6, you're building it up. Obviously, always needs work, but you still got some good mods going on there. Your mod game is like when you're modding a character, you're modding them correctly, which is good. You've got the right investment in the right places. Just need to keep farming the mods. That's all. That's all it is. It's all it is. Just keep farming those mods out. Oh, fantastic. All right. I mean, I'd like to think I'm the best bald Welshman that plays Galaxy of Heroes. I might be wrong, but from my market research, I don't think there's another one that's better than me. I don't actually know of any other Welsh people that play this game. I'm sure there are. Well, obviously I do, like real friends in real life, but content creators, I mean. Okay. Right, we're going to wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much. If we need to do additional roster review streams, I don't want to overbake them. I feel like once a week is a good point. I just don't like disappointing people with not getting around to roster reviews. But we're gonna wrap this up right about now. We'll see who's live at the minute, because I need to get to bed. I need to get to bed. Let's see who's available. I can see Swampgrass is live. So I'm going to take you all over to Swampgrass. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for your kind generosity today. I will be back tomorrow evening. So I'll see you all then. Peace out, guys. Good night. I am still proud of you, Ada.